Hello everyone. For this episode, I just wanted to give you guys the pretext if we had a lot of technical issues. So, because of that, there will be a lot of jump cuts in this. We don't know what happened. One of the disk drives on the computer just disappeared. But, this is Andrew Berta, head editor, and Dr. Isaac Tung, and this will be a good day to die.
Welcome back, adventurers. My name is Eli, the Game Master, and this is A Good Day to Die. Last we left off, the group had started their adventure into the Kobold Warren, where they started to move through from chamber to chamber. They had tried to cross a bridge with limited success, had defeated a giant dire bat that looked like it only wanted to be fed, but they had nothing to feed it for some reason. After which, they moved into the lower regions of the caverns, where they had come across several kobolds in one chamber, defeated them, and moved into another section where the kobolds therein had cages with several different animals trapped in them. Two giant centipedes, and some kind of white-furred monstrosity, small in stature, but large in ferocity. As they stepped into the cavern, the kobolds had opened up the cage, the giant pedes, I'm sticking with it, had poured out from the cages and began to attack our heroes, and we will pick this episode up with rolling for initiative.
Hey. Hey. We can't start with we just won and now we're gonna move on. No.
Just off screen, it's like, wow, that was a great battle.
Close call.
Could you imagine if we could afford to show it? Dr. Tone.
Nearly lost my life in that. Nearly lost smoke.
9?
9. What's your initiative?
You're higher than mine, I promise you.
Oh,
It's you're
dear.
positive.
Oh dear.
9. Yes.
Marcus.
That makes me so
6. Oh, this is gonna go well.
That's what I rolled.
Ragnar.
10.
Nice.
That's what I rolled.
What the?
Oh, okay.
Man's there.
18.
Hey.
There we go. What'd you roll? Also 10.
And Perry.
18.
I assume yours is higher.
No,
we have the same.
We have the same.
Roll off.
Same. And
Roll off.
13. 16. All right.
Nice.
I don't really want to go
Both.
What do you mean you don't want to?
What are the odds for that?
Normally I do, but
100% because it happened.
5%.
you could do something.
136.
Like,
136.
Charm those
36.
animals or something. I don't know.
No,
man.
it's 20.
Do what?
100.
Charm those animals, like scratch their necks.
I can't. I
The
don't have any
odds,
charm
1
animals.
400, 2 dice, 2 d20s.
He can handle them.
Combine together.
Can't charm them.
Get the one
slap
number.
'em.
That's the same.
Don't
No,
advise
it's
that.
more
They have like a
because
million
it's
legs. Slap you back with it.
Oh yeah, centipedes.
8 stats.
Did I tell you about the
You-
frog that I
Nope.
watched that got the crap beat out of it by a beetle?
I also
Was this
rolled
an
a
out-of-body
minute, but that
experience?
was-
No, it's happened at camp. It was. Really
I don't know what's happening.
We are doing a show.
Oh, hi.
We're all sidetracked on silly nonsense.
Where are the minis?
I put them all in front of you. So you
Well, don't throw them on the TV. Where are we allowed to place them?
my dreams are falling apart.
Oh, God.
Look at how brave we all are.
See, Eli thinks we're playing Pathfinder.
What we're really doing is playing Eli.
And we're
Hey,
winning.
Derek, you behind Alexander / the barbarian.
Who's?
Amos
He's
has my
standing right
mini.
here. What?
Amos has my mini.
You'd have to be behind the raptors. Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, 'cause there's people. I mean,
Sure.
Just a
Oh,
small.
that was good.
You like that?
Yeah.
I think you like how I do that.
It might actually pick up on the mics.
Please do better.
You rolled a 10. It's completely average.
I rolled a 4.
It's perfectly average. Menzarek, you are first on the initiative.
All right, I want to roll a knowledge nature on these centipedes.
You may.
Is it nature?
It is.
It's going to be a 13.
With a 13, you know that these are giant centipedes.
Cool.
Giant centipedes attack nearly any living creature with their poisonous jaws. These creatures adapt to many environments and feed voraciously on the local fauna, including humanoids. You may ask one question about the giant centipede.
Special weaknesses.
They have no special weaknesses that you know of.
But I wanted to ask, just in case. And then the red ones are the
goblins that open the cages.
They are kobolds, even though that is the translation in German. They are different in Pathfinder.
So all our German friends.
Oh, we have German friends? I'm gonna move to I'll move to that corner right there. If you can move me.
That was vague. Okay.
Oh, right up in its face.
All right, I'm gonna slap it.
So real
Yes.
quick. So the disc just disappeared again. We're still streaming,
That's
but it's not recorded. And
It's just not recording.
Well, then we should probably fix that.
be right back.
Technical
Next
difficulties.
time on.
Knife.
There's a live
We're
version.
streaming it.
Huzzah! Are we being recorded? Are we recorded? Or can
It's recorded.
Okay, awesome. All
Am
right.
I in the public eye? We good?
The public sector expects results.
I'm gonna go back and watch the beginning of that.
Are we good?
That's a Delaney question.
Are we good?
That's like the computer's question.
Computer, are we good?
Are we good?
Beep beep.
Yes. Oh, bitch, we're good.
All right, we're good.
For the time being.
anymore.
He just
Yeah. I hit, hopefully, with a 19.
No. Yeah, that is.
Yeah, all right.
I was about to say.
This
Oh
is gonna
God.
be
Oh no.
And that's gonna be 4 points of damage.
Awesome.
And that's it.
Running up to the peed, you swing your what is it?
My scimitar.
You swing your scimitar. You cut into it, lopping off a large portion of its armored body as this green ooze spurts from the wound, and it gives this chittering screech of pain.
And then a raptor comes up right beside me.
In front of
In
me.
front or behind?
Behind. There we go. Also, do an attack.
Oh my god.
Does it hit?
That is a question.
We're about to find out how low its AC is.
Or not.
12?
12 will not strike the peed.
It's higher than a 12.
Indubitably.
But lower than a 19.
Do you or Riato have any Riato?
Yeah,
Have any actions?
Right. Yeah, no, there's nothing else.
Okay.
We're about to get eaten.
That's not bueno.
Do you have more cure light wounds? Because I'm about to die.
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool. Because I'm not doing well.
I have 4 more channels. So like,
As long as
Oh.
you got fortitude saves for the poison, you should be fine.
Oh, pretty good. 42.
can heal chicks for poison.
We good, dog?
Eh-heh.
That was.
You're the
Very-
man now, dog.
That's
very
kind of confident.
confident.
I was confident.
It's doing weird things, and I don't know why.
Oh, Sam gets out of the military tomorrow.
Sorry.
Wow.
He's just getting out early. I was like, wait, he can't have been in for 20 years. Surely he wouldn't already be retired. Man, I couldn't retire.
No.
Okay.
He's retired
All right,
as a captain.
Perry.
tomorrow.
Perry.
Can see the kobold.
Yes.
Oh god.
I daze the kobold closest to the raptor
Okay, you may.
with a pinch of wool.
Well, if I had saved. He does that exactly too, don't he? It's probably
Cobalt starts counting sheep.
That's crazy.
Oh, this is gonna be bad.
Does a 4 save?
Unfortunately not.
So, you pull out the pinch of wool. You pull out the pinch of wool from your father's
Component pouch.
component pouch. It disappears into the air as you chant tone. You point at the centipede. There's a plume of just like glitter and sparkles that fill the air as it. The centipede seems wholly
I
unaffected.
didn't hit the
He hit
kobold.
kobold.
It was the kobold.
Which kobold?
The one,
The one closest to the raptor.
Okay. When you said thing closest to the raptor, I
I said
assumed
kobold.
centipede. Never mind. It needs to make a real will save.
A real.
Yeah.
You just roll just because.
Oh, is it a will save? It is.
Depends on the spell.
This isn't good.
Isn't a 9
Yeah.
Days.
Oh.
You pull out the pinch of wool from your father's component. You chant tone. You point at the kobold. Boom! In a plume of sparkles, you see the kobold go. Nah! As he starts to look around, dazed and confused.
For one round.
So
All right.
true.
Do you take any other actions?
That is all the action I take.
All right, Ragnar.
I liked what I just said, but whatever. I'm going to come up to this one, and I'm going to power attack the centipede, not the kobold.
Okay.
And please say
We had a
Wait,
mixture
which centipede?
the centipede you've been hitting.
Okay, cool.
He attacks the centipede that has previously been peed.
And not sitting.
You impede the centipede.
Does it
20.
explode?
20 will strike your opponent.
Sorry.
Does he slay the
Does it
centipede?
explode?
Absolutely. 14.
14 points of damage?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
It's not dead. It is dead. Kill count 1.
Brandishing your hammer, you run up to the centipede and do what anybody would do if they saw a centipede and just crush this thing.
Squish it.
Its body begins to thrash and roll in death throes before it just eventually turns over and curls up where it once was.
I will ask for someone to take care of the other kobold to not let out anything else.
Oh, that kobold.
Damon.
I am going to move up next to him and the other in front of the other centipede.
Yeah.
Yes.
I too am going to go. Oh yeah? I can do that too.
Damon.
You were about to swing.
Yes, I swing this one. I can do that too.
Please.
Don't you put that on me, Ricky Bobby.
Do it.
Is it a one, Joe?
That 20.
Crit threat, roll to confirm.
14.
14, I believe, will confirm your critical
Sweet.
strike.
You're welcome.
Thanks. 12
points of damage.
Is that with the double?
Oh, 24 points of damage.
He took it off on the 12. Like,
With
No.
anywhere between 12 and 24 points of damage, you slay the centipede,
Slay.
Yeah.
severing its body into two separate pieces that get confused and begin crawling in two different directions. Do you take any other
Walking
actions?
in circles. Negative.
Okay.
Our crits double the dice plus the odd modifiers.
Yeah, so unless it's precision damage like a rogue or something, you double the back end as well as the die roll.
Okay, yeah, continue.
Why?
I'm done.
Okay.
I was making sure I had the rules right in my head.
Okay, your turn.
Oh, cool. Max, are you injured at all?
oh yeah, but I mean, I'm also not.
You're not injured?
I'm not in a space.
If
where
I turned on
someone's
my eyes, would you be a certain color? Other than green.
you'd see me as something else other than green.
So did you turn on your eyes?
No, because that's an action.
So you're blind.
So you don't know anything? Okay.
You don't know any.
Well, I also saw him earlier when he was still hurt. So, because I had healed you before we got to the escape, right?
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, I am... Can I actually move 10 feet away from the white creature? And I guess sort of... Is it in nature to see what it is?
What's in the cage? What's in the box?
This would be knowledge arcana.
Oh boy! I can't do that.
And that's a mechanically small kobold sitting on top of the box. Ain't it?
It might actually be knowledge dungeoneering. My bad.
His me.
One of those I can do, the other one I cannot.
I'll let you do arcana.
I appreciate
It'll be
because
dungeoneering
that's a
next time.
23.
With a 23,
Next.
you can identify this as a Morlock.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
A warlock?
Degenerate humans long lost from the world of light, Morlocks have regressed through years of subterranean dwelling into ravenous, barely thinking beasts of endless night. They no longer remember the civilized lives their ancestors led, although many Morlock tribes still dwell in the shattered ruins of their ancient homes. You may ask, what'd you say it was?
23.
Gracious, you may ask 4 questions about the Morlock.
This used to be a human dude?
Knowing it used to be a humanoid, I would actually want to know, I guess, languages, if it can.
They speak Undercommon.
Neat. I don't. Special attacks or abilities.
Those are 2 different things.
Abilities.
Special abilities. The Morlock is an expert climber. A Morlock can cling to a cave wall and even ceilings as long as the surface has handholds. In effect, a Morlock is treated as constantly being under the non-magical version of the spell Spider Climb, save that it cannot cling to smooth surfaces. And mechanical rules. They also... The other two are special attacks, not abilities.
Okay.
You have to...
Attacks?
They have a leap attack. As a standard action, a Morlock may make a single attack during a jump. It can make this attack at any point along the course of the leap, the start, the end, or while in midair. While jumping, a Morlock does not provoke attacks of opportunity for leaving the threatened square. They also swarm. Morlocks dwell and fight in cramped quarters every day of their lives, and as such are quite adept at swarming foes. Up to 2 Morlocks can share the same square at the same time. If 2 Morlocks are in the same square and attack the same foe, they are considered to be flanking the foe as if they were on 2 opposite squares.
How many are in that box? Okay.
You don't know this. Oh, he does.
I still have a question.
Well, I assume it's not.
Was that 3?
Yes.
Then yes.
Because language is special ability.
Yes, you have 1 more.
Defenses.
They have no special defenses. I'm sorry, I lied. They are immune to diseases and poisons.
Neat. Looking at the cage, can I tell? Is it just like a dog door latch? You just pop it open.
Yes.
From the outside?
It can be opened from the outside.
Is it on top of the cage, or could it reach around and undo that?
It's the door of the cage is in front.
So could the Morlock reach out and get it, or do I know it's not strong enough to be able to do that?
You didn't ask about its intelligence, but it doesn't seem to understand that.
Okay. I'm guessing that is my action.
No.
Okay. Can I radiant action if I do see it start to escape to hit it with my whip?
You may.
I do that.
So, the kobold is going to jump from his cage, run over to the Morlock cage, and he is going to open said Morlock cage, and your held action will go off.
Against the kobold?
No, against the Morlock is what you stated.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. 19.
And 19 will strike your Morlock.
We were gonna be friends. 4.
For 4 points of damage.
Not the damage. The damage either.
As it swings the cage open, the Morlock tanks this whip, attacks just straight to the face, and it slowly turns and looks at you with its grotesque, protruberous eyes. As it looked like it was going to eat the kobold, but when you open the door, it has a new favorite opponent.
You made a friend.
Do you take any other actions?
It's not my turn.
Cool. That's Eric. Cool. Wait, no, I lied. Marcus, your turn. Sorry.
My only idea was to run to the cage and hold the door shut. Now,
That's still a thing you could do.
that's it. The door's wide open at the moment, isn't it?
Yes.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
You could have also just.
And hold door.
Would that provoke an
latch.
attack of opportunity?
Yes.
I would say so.
Yeah, it would be leaving this square, which would be from both of them.
You could have
I'm
also
not sure about the
gone-
one.
You
Could've
could
gone
have
for my
moved
square.
so that you didn't provoke the attack for movement, but closing the doors, I think what he's saying would provoke.
I would have thought it would be the movement. But
You could have moved such that you didn't provoke.
I didn't know that closing a door would provoke attacks of opportunity.
Normally it wouldn't, however...
I would assume this movement would provoke from both of them. But the closing the door is what I don't quite follow.
Well, typically taking an action within a threatened square that isn't like
combat.
combat provokes. So like recovering a stowed item or something to that effect.
Yeah.
That's not a free action.
I can look at
I've
it.
seen those.
Yeah, go for it. I'm going to attack him anyway, and if it doesn't,
At the very least, it would be for movement. From both of them.
does an 8 hit you?
An 8 does most not.
Opening or closing a door is a move action and does not provoke an attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
Aha!
But it is a move action. I would just downgrade my standard.
Yeah. You can turn your standard into a move.
Yeah, that's true.
So, you run up to the gate. As the kobold swings its tiny spear at you, you're just kind of, excuse me? As you shut the cage, it's like... The kobold looks at the cage, looks at you, looks back at the cage, like...
Just figured the fight
scares
was
me.
better this way.
Do you take any actions?
Hold the door. I'm gonna hold.
You're going to Hodor that. Manzarek!
Okay, I'm gonna move 10 feet to the other side of Rayado. Yes, and I'm gonna try and attack that kobold that's up on the box.
That is going to provoke an attack of opportunity.
From who?
Unless you go around.
Yeah, I was going around.
Then if you go around, that'll provoke an attack of opportunity from the other kobold.
From the
The one
days.
that already
from
had
the
the
days.
technical
No.
opportunity.
To go from here to here to here? That doesn't provoke anything. Does a tiny spear give reach? A small spear?
Even if it does he have
Standing up from progress.
combat reflexes?
Well, it's a new turn.
Oh, yeah, it's a new turn. Stop
Isn't
the round.
It has to come back to the kobold's turn before it gets its immediate back. It's not the new round, it's that kobold's turn.
Oh.
He does indeed have reach with that spear.
Are we going off of what Berta just said, though? Because that's
What?
Immediate actions you get back on your next turn.
What are you talking about? Like
Not-
not at the top of the initiative.
Is that a thing?
No, it would be on your turn, not the top of the initiative. As far as like an extra attack of opportunity goes, but it's not like you get
Ah.
one like in D&D 5e.
So that way
It would
you
be
I got you. Okay, what would you like to do?
That's how it works in 5e2.
I'm gonna slap this
Sorry,
kobold
that's
with
how it
a,
works in other systems.
with a scimitar.
The days.
The dazed one.
Is he confused?
It's gonna be a 16.
16 will strike your dazed kobold.
Okay.
Wait.
Yes.
Get him, Manzarek!
It's gonna be 5 points of damage.
Delicious.
Okay.
As you've recklessly abandoned the don't kill the kobolds thing,
Oh shoot! I totally forgot about that. Wait. Okay. So I would have known, like, that was a thing that
You
was
also rolled
talked
the
about.
dice.
Yeah, but that was a thing that was talked about beforehand. That's on me, not on him, to have forgotten that.
also they have exactly 5 HP, so he's technically at 0.
Okay, cool. We'll go with that then. I will not kill them. Oh shoot! I totally forgot about that.
We killed one in the other room.
Yeah, but then we were asked not to, and I personally forgot all about
By
that.
who?
Yeah, who asked?
Who asked us not to kill kobolds?
Nobody asked us.
We specifically told Bob we're going to make them sleep for a very long time.
Yeah. I thought we were clear.
We
on
just
this.
Didn't we?
we slept 2 of them, killed one.
It's not like
and
it's
then had to take
recorded.
one.
We can double back check it.
I watched it today. It did not. Well, yesterday I did not.
I just don't even remember an exchange where we were like, oh, we should spare the kobolds.
Max, it's up to you. Do you want to kill it or not?
No, if it's in your,
It's
if it's in
zero.
your character, then
It's at 0. Oh, yeah, no, we didn't, because they were armed. Well, because they weren't armed. That's why we didn't
Yeah.
kill those other ones.
They were
These
guarded.
ones are, like, awake and, like, trying to kill us. Like,
opening doors to scary monsters to attack
yeah,
us.
That is a thing that's happening.
yeah. All right, so
There's no
Rayado's going to take a 5-foot
laundry
step.
here.
I'm murdering this guy.
Rayado.
That's it.
Oh,
Gonna
I
take-
assume here.
Yes.
Super
And it's going to attack that kobold.
He may.
Trace times. Got Nat 20.
Crit threat, roll to confirm.
19.
19 will confirm your critical strike. Why don't you just go ahead and roll for damage?
Oh,
It
yeah.
did.
10 points of damage.
Delicious. So
That's what Ray said.
this kobold runs up to the Morlock cage. He grabs it, opening it up and looking at you and being like, ha ha, now you're gonna... As Marcus runs over and shuts it, he looks at you and he's like, rude. And suddenly this raptor just dives onto this kobold and starts ripping him to shreds. And you are now all effectively out of combat.
Nice.
Yay.
I opened the door.
As I
The cabin...
no. I put the latch back in
Slap
place
your
on the
hand.
cage.
I didn't use my.
You're a
I'll slap
monster.
your fake hand.
I have open close.
I That's mage hand.
I do have that too.
Does it work on the latch gate?
Opens
long
and
as it's not
closes
locked.
small or light things.
Yeah. So this creature, trapped in its cage, reaches out with its small clawed hand and begins to try to reach out for you as it starts gibbering something in. Do you understand Undercommon?
I don't think so. Fairly certain I do not. But let me
I would
double
let
check
the
just to
group
be
know
100%.
very quickly. It's speaking undercover, by the way.
It's screaming words like rip, tear, eat, bite, and destroy.
Oh, okay.
Now, destroy is polysyllabic. It wouldn't know that. Eat, bite, tear, and
I don't speak it.
scratch. You don't speak Undercommon?
No.
Oh.
But now we know
Celestial.
exactly what it's saying.
You have a feeling that's what it's saying.
The intent
You
is that-
can't understand, but you're like, I'm fairly confident that it's saying bite, scratch, rip, and tear.
Oh, I've got our
I
common element.
think.
Before you up.
Responsible parents teach their
You'll get
kids
the
Elven
pitch.
as a second language.
Agreed.
You ever
Oh, I
tried
know.
it?
You ever stop to think
Yeah.
to start again?
I've got a lot of elves. It's like, oh,
Does this passage continue onwards?
It does.
What do my special I see?
Is this thing not in? Should we just leave it here?
It will try to kill you if you let it out, but sure. Do you know how to speak Undercommon?
Nope. I don't.
I believe we should just leave
I'm going to try and pacify it with diplomacy.
You may.
Can I help
Can
his
you-
diplomacy roll by throwing a goblin carcass next to the cage to
There
a
are no goblins.
kobold carcass next to the cage?
Sure.
Why do I keep thinking they're goblins?
Because you're playing another campaign. There's goblins.
There are goblins in the other campaign.
25.
Goblins.
I'm pretty sure you're taking
What would you like to say to it? Do you speak Undercommon?
So I don't speak Undercommon. So it's going to be all in gestures in terms of trying to, I'm trying to settle down the raptors.
Okay. As you approach it, hand extended out, it seems to not really understand or fathom that gesture. It just begins to voraciously like tear at the bars and scream at you in a language you do not understand.
Did it see the kobold that
Oh,
slid over next
It also doesn't seem to care.
Oh, okay. I figured
Yeah.
it might eat kobold, but no.
Guys, I believe we need to continue on. Just leave it.
For your record, a hostile creature has a DC 25 plus its charisma plus its
Now
into
you're
the
just ruining
DC.
magic.
What's his charisma?
I don't.
Biggest.
We don't need to know that.
Alright.
Basically,
Could we not like pick up the cage and move it somewhere and
Just some
Wanna
scooters
get your
why are
dog
you
anywhere
so
near
concerned
that?
about this creature that is sole intent is murdering and killing things?
Man, it's still locked up. Isn't
You
that
could
bad?
I might be on
release it.
something. Let's not rule out the use of this creature. What's the next room look like?
Can we drag the cage to the other side of the cave?
Why don't we
You
just
go
drag the cage and
right in.
throw it in the pit and get eaten by
No.
those other things? Let's move on.
Don't open the next door.
There are no doors.
It's a
It is a cave.
I go on.
Well, I mean, we still hit the loading.
I wanna-
screen.
Loot the kobolds.
You may.
You get fleas.
They're scared.
Looting the kobolds, you find 2 small mundane spears, 2 small mundane slings,
I would like an opportunity to loot a loot.
and 2 small sets of mundane leather armor. Woo!
One for you and one for Rhea.
Ray.
Or one for you, one for the child. I don't care.
You know, it doesn't happen.
I know. I'm about to switch to the app. I'm very aware.
Okay.
I peer down the hallway in front of me. That goes in the direction we haven't gone yet.
Let's say you were.
Yeah, the one I'm walking down.
Yeah.
As you move up to the opening of this cavern, there is a winding passageway that just kind of disappears into darkness. So looking into it, you have the black and white kind of vision of the crystals on the wall without the benefit of seeing any light dance off of them if it was illuminated by people that don't have dark vision. But it winds, preventing you from seeing into the passage beyond.
Looking to the Bulgarian infant. Shall we?
Yeah. With my hammer that is still glowing.
Yeah.
Continue on. I'm keeping his hammer shining bright.
You start to notice that as you move through these passages, that kind of ear-scratching cricket chirp is beginning to dull. You are moving farther and farther away from that as you move down this winding passage. However, you do see once you round the corner the ambient light of what looks to be a torch as it dances and flickers, giving the room that same kind of spectacular dancing light from the crystals that decorate the walls and ceiling. You also all smell pipe smoke coming from this room.
Cobalt stuff, smoke, pipes.
Has the rest of the party joined us at this point?
Well, yeah.
He wasn't sure if he might have stayed behind with the Morlock.
I know there was a lot of cage talk. We didn't know whether we landed on that.
What do we notice
Beyond the smell of pipe.
As you turn and look into this room, you see a decorated room with a table, a cot, some pillows. A small tent has been pitched in one of the corners. There looks to be a wagon with several kind of odds, ends, baubles. Most of it looks to be like junk, but not like garbage. Junk like things no one would have use of, like the lid of a pot, or a bent ladle, or an old shoe, things like that, just kind of decoring this small wagon. You see at the front of this small wagon, there are two goblin dogs, that are curled up into one another and off to the side. As you step in the room, you see their ears perk up and they turn to face you as they kind of growl. And from around the corner, you see a corpulent goblin just kind of walk out. His shirt is... Goblin.
Okay.
Yeah, for reals this time. His shirt is struggling to stay buttoned. It seems one button has long since abandoned ship and has flown into some desolate corner, where the other two buttons are just struggling for dear life. As you see the kind of oval shape between them of his belly as he turns the corner. He has an ear that's kind of drooped down to one side, his beady red eyes acknowledging you, and he has a feigned grin that stretches from ear to ear on his oversized head. He is barefoot with just a kind of modest pair of trousers on as he turns and sees all of you, and he says, "Ah, customers! Come in, he says. As he turns and walks up to his wagon, he kind of crawls on top of it with some difficulty as he kind of like hikes his leg up. It's like, oh God, and he just falls to one side before he's like,
I was going to ask if you meant to say opulent.
corpulent. He flips a little sign on the side of his wagon that says Trig's Thrift Shop.
Tricks?
Trig.
Trig.
T-R-I-G. Trig. Trig's Thrift Shop. He says, "Nonsense like you always have money. Come. Want to barter? Want to buy?"
What are you selling?
He says, "What am I not selling? I have a shoe. I have buttons. More buttons." As he begins kind of just like going through the things that he has, the only things really of interest that he seems to have are 2 potions of some yet to be identified origin, a length of rope, a mirror, 3 torches, a rock that looks like a slug, or a snail, a rock that looks like a snail, a lock and key, manacles, and a bottle of wine, and he produces a wand. He says, "We have many things. We have bottles full of green," as he sets them to the side. He says, "We have snail rock," as he sets that to the side. He says, "We have ugly goblin," He sets the mirror down. He says, "We have length of rope," as he just starts kind of like tossing it around. It's not like wound and bundled neatly. It's just kind of there as he just starts like throwing it in the air with like a Gordian type knot in the middle of it.
I'd like to know, how good is the lock and key?
It's good. He says, "See?" He closes it. Locked. He unlocks it. Unlocked.
From that display, can I tell if it would be a particularly effective lock? Like, if I were mechanically speaking.
Do you have any ranks in appraise or engineering?
Is appraise one that you have to have the rank in, or can I go for luck?
Then what do you take taking 10 on appraise?
Then I would only have an 11.
With an 11, it is just a regular mundane lock. It is like low quality.
At some point, my eyes would start to glow like purplish this time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm casting Detect Magic to see if anything in here is actually of magical quality.
The 2 potions and the wand are in fact magical.
Buy the stick.
Knowledge.
Buy the stick from him.
Yes.
Which one? Arcana? Or
Spellcraft, to identify the things. What do you just get taking 10?
taking a 10-17, my lord.
With a 17, and it's 15 plus the level of the spell, you would be able to identify both the wand and the potions. Burp. Sorry.
I've seen you do it like 5 times.
One of the potion. I'm sorry. Hang on a sec.
I really hope this goblin doesn't have a level 3 spell potion. That would be kind of insane.
We're buying it, whatever it is. I'm sorry. You're able to identify one of the potions, but not the other.
Oh, jeez.
Can I roll for the other?
You may.
Look at it harder.
No.
Let me see it. Nat 20.
Really?
Whoa.
So you look at it, and as you're identifying, you're like, this is a potion of Cure Light Wounds. This is a wand of Cure Light Wounds. And then as you look at this other potion, you're having trouble identifying it. Is you kind of like turn it and look it over. You realize that that is a potion of Lesser Restoration.
Everyone knows that.
Not to be rude, but why do business here?
Was traveling. Found Warren. Kobolds have things. Also doing business with kobolds, yes. They have creatures and buying and selling creatures.
Interesting.
Uh-huh.
How much for the stick?
For wand, how much pay for stick?
I have 20.
20? No, it's not good.
So he knows it's not just a stick.
How about 50 plus these spears, slings, and hide armors that we have recently acquired?
Because I also wasn't at the caravan.
Ignore the blood and the raptor claws.
Wipe it on the ground.
Marks. Lightly used.
He's gently used.
Gently.
Like new.
New with tags.
Never used, dropped once.
Looks like a puppy
Like a
chewed
French
on it.
rifle.
How much did you say?
50 plus the 2 small spears, the 2 small slings, and the 2 small hide armor.
He starts looking them over.
I'm sure you sold those originally at some point.
This garbage, he says, which is really saying something.
I look over at the shoe.
I said, spear? No, not good spear. Not good spear. This, underwear? He holds up the sling. No, not good underwear. As he throws it to the side. As he's looking through it, he scratches his head. 200.
I don't have 200, my friend.
Then you don't have stick.
Can I get a sense of how good he is at his job?
It'd be sense motive.
Sense motive?
Yes.
8.
You get no real feelings.
Has anybody said what this stuff is, or is it just...
Well, he said wand, which I'm not
I'm
sure if
afraid
it knew or
to-
not.
I'm afraid to say out loud what it is because I don't know if he knows what it is since he just picked up the slingshot, said this is underwear.
I also rolled spellcraft, got the same thing that Berta did, so I'm assuming that I know that that's also.
I was gonna try something, but I was gonna make sure I knew what it was. So I rolled spellcraft to see what this stuff was, and I rolled on that one.
You're pretty sure he's peed in both of those bottles, but because they're different colors, you're concerned about
Personal health.
his kidneys and how they're filtering. And that is a stick of fetching, as a matter of fact. It will compel any animal to retrieve the stick and bring it to you. How the animal perceives you, though, is unaffected. So if you toss it to a bear that's going to eat you, he will run to the stick, but then he'll pick it up and be compelled to chase you down to give it back before he mauls you to death.
You're gonna need. Oh, that's so scary. Like, that's awesome. But that is so scary.
More useful than one or two light wounds, I would argue.
Interesting. It would be an interesting item.
Dude, you should make a cursed item like that. That is really, really fantastic.
The wand of fetching.
No, stick of fetching.
The stick of fetching.
Then my character would be done with trying to barter with this guy, having literal trash.
Can I roll or do a 19 passive appraise on the lock, or no, the manacles?
Manacles.
Manacles, if you please.
And if you don't.
I will not, please. Or refusing.
I take my stuff back, by the way. I want to have that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not leaving that with them.
You're not getting this kobold gear. Not with that attitude.
I'm sorry, what was the question?
The manacles.
What about them?
He's wondering what
Appraise on
what he-
quality and approximate fair market value.
They are common, and the fair market value would be 15 gold pieces.
Jeez. Okay. Using my childlike nature, I'm gonna try to sleight of hand them.
You want to try to steal them from his wagon? You may do that.
You might upset the
Can
shop.
I?
Is this just because he's a goblin?
Yeah.
Should we all roll perception to see if we see him do this?
Can I do a stealth
Even
to blend in with, like, make myself unnoticeable? Less noticeable?
You are being observed. Like, you're in a group of people, so I'm going to give you negatives. But yeah, you may.
I'm curious if I see it. Probably not.
Absolutely
not.
29 stealth.
Okay.
And sleight of hand. 16.
16?
Yep.
Okay.
I don't see shit.
Hang on, that's empty now. He's got trash.
Okay.
I'm focused on other things.
Rolled a nat 20. I totally see you do it.
Okay.
And I'm not comfortable with it.
Okay.
So.
Oh yeah, you did say something about the thins.
So you kind of begin to shift behind the wagon, right? As you do so, the goblin's talking to everybody and he starts to like show his wares. As you reach up and grab the manacles, he turns and looks at you.
Ah, you like those, don't you? Nice bracelets, shiny bracelets. How much for bracelets you want? Trade or buy?
How much are you wanting to buy these for?
He kind of looks them over.
Shiny, expensive bracelets. 50 gold pieces.
I really would hate to part with them, but I'll sell them to you.
He like tilts his head, right? He takes them.
He says, no. Too smart for short flanks. Too smart.
He like throws them back in the wagon. You see like tin cans and stuff fall out.
Worth a shot.
Yeah, you lucky.
Hey, Tig. How often do you travel?
Travel is all I do. I travel, I sell, I trade, I buy, I work.
What is your name, good sir?
Tig.
Trig.
Trig. You would happen to know someone by the name of, was Adriac?
Mm-hmm.
Adriac?
Adriac.
He scratches his head.
Oh, he's leader of kobolds.
Do you know where we might find them?
Yes, Adriac is far deep in cave. Adriac spoke to me, told me I may pass through, told me I may buy and sell.
Okay.
Him do much business with kobolds before, yes. Adriac, new leader, old leader, gone, disappear.
What happened?
No.
Well, how long are you going to be here?
Long enough to buy and sell. Have to move centipedes. white creature from other room.
I have good news and bad news.
No, don't tell him. Just move on.
I have only good news.
Lousy with good news.
He's got some of his delivery.
Were you delivering the centipedes and the white creature too?
I'm sorry?
Yeah, that's where
Where are you moving them to?
A Xanath's traveling circus has oddities, strange creatures, for show, for people to see, for long flights to pay for.
Okay.
Yes, yes. She sent me here. She buys creatures that I capture or buy from kobolds.
How did a cricket do you?
What?
A cricket?
Cricket.
Yeah, get a cricket.
No hungry. Thank you, though.
To show.
To show. Oh, you have cricket?
I know where to get one.
Ah, bring cricket. I buy.
For what?
For trade?
For trade.
2 crickets.
We'll see. I can guarantee you one.
Ah, 1 big one. Or 2.
Oh, huge.
Huge?
Huge.
Huge. No, 2 crickets. 1 for buying, 1 for eating.
Okay.
Cricket sticks. Stickets.
Giant
I feel like
centipedes.
you've been thinking about this for about a week.
Giant centipedes are very dangerous. What if they get loose?
Centipedes? Have centipedes?
No, the ones that you're taking, that the kobolds are watching.
Ah,
What
yes.
if they get loose?
Ah, it's very dangerous.
Very dangerous.
I'm sure the kobolds would have
Have many legs, 2 many legs, no able to count.
100 each.
Easily.
Delicious legs.
The kobolds can.
He looks you up and
defend
down.
You too.
Frog legs.
I hope those kobolds can defend themselves. Those
Yeah, we
centipedes
gotta
get
kill him.
loose.
Oh, yes. It's very dangerous work.
Very dangerous.
Especially working for Trig. It's dangerous.
He lays his hands on his belly.
But fun, I'm sure.
Where is the circus that your employer sent you from?
It's travels.
Where is it now?
Is at Dreadport. It's Longflank City. But leaving soon.
Define soon.
What I'm trying to-
I look at my invisible watch. It helps me tell the time.
He looks down. He says,
3 days.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there by chance any way you could introduce us to Adriac?
Sure, why not? We wait here. Adrak comes soon. We talk to Adrak.
Okay.
Let's do
How many kobolds does Drake usually travel with?
Oh, dozens. Many.
We're not waiting.
Has small army. Is scary. Works in warrens. But no need to hurt people. Has giant helping.
Has a giant.
What's the giant's name?
I don't know. But use giant to kill intruders. Yes.
You've seen this.
Uh-huh. Giant rip off arms. Very scary.
Does he kill? Does he cry a lot? Weep even?
Make awful noise. Yeah.
He's a nice person.
Shoot.
I come over and grab Manzarek
On
and
house.
pull him off to the
One
side.
other pair half by.
I pull Manzarek off to the side while they're talking with him. He has trash for sale. Why are we still here?
I have no idea. This is garbage.
Also, is this guy even a threat?
Well, we're not killing
So
him.
Trey,
I didn't say that.
I'll be
Just
back with
asking
those
if he's
scripts.
a threat.
I don't.
they're roleplay.
I don't believe he's a threat. I'd say we
Hang
just.
on. Let me rephrase the question. We killed a centipede. Is he going to be a threat?
Oh, look at him. He's harmless. We'll find out if he's harmless.
I'll ask him a question then. I go up. What happens if somebody killed your centipedes?
Ah, it's bad for business.
Would you go bankrupt?
No pay yet.
You could still make centipede steaks.
Delicious.
Delicious. Make something off them.
All right, let's go.
All right.
What?
Could you point us in the right direction for, is it Aldrock?
Adric.
Adric.
Yeah.
There is a continuation, a tunnel that veers to the northwest from
Perhaps
this
we
one.
haven't taken in this area we're in.
Correct. And he will gesture to that.
Okay.
He says, Adric through there.
He points to the direction that you came from.
Adric through there.
Which way would be faster between those two?
The same.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Trigonometry. It was very enlightening.
That is my father's name.
Is it really?
Mr. Trigonometry. Trig.
It was enlightening. Start walking.
With sisters, sine, cosine.
Ah, no have money? Disappointing. No buy.
We'll come back through.
Crickets. Crickets.
Bring crickets. Delicious crickets. 2, 1 for selling, 1 for eating. We'll share. We'll share.
How much for the potions, by the way? The bottles.
Ah,
He like takes them.
he says, like shiny glowy bottles?
Maybe.
He looks at them. He kind of like weighs them. He says,
150 each.
There's 150 silver? Copper?
Gold.
Why?
I'll tell you later. Let's go.
That is disgusting. I walk away immediately. Disgusting.
My thought is you have some weird fetish.
So as we get out of earshot, I'll be like, what do you think those bottles are?
It's his pee.
How do people make potions of cure light wounds nowadays?
Not from pee.
Oh,
That's not a potion of cure light wounds. That's him peeing in a bottle.
uh-huh.
You have much to learn, my friend.
I look at my hand
Me?
that's cast that spell.
Wait, hang on. You're
Jesus,
both
go.
you're both gonna tell me. You're both telling me that was a potion of cure light wounds.
100%.
And a wand. I don't know what the other potion was.
Okay, I was greatly mistaken then.
It's like I've never.
Maybe
So-
mistake to the hammer. You're really good at that.
Yeah, well, we gonna get all of that for 2 crickets or just the wand? For 2
Well, the crickets are free right now. We have to go get them.
You said you wanted to make a trade. 2 crickets is what he wanted.
I guaranteed the one cricket.
Correct.
He didn't
He,
say how
want,
big.
he wanted to, but
Turned
the
into
intent
Mamzer.
was crickets.
I am now fully grown.
I don't know.
Oh, God!
The intent is 2 crickets for just the wand or for all.
For the one.
Do you have a
Okay.
plan for getting a cricket without squishing it?
Hey,
I assume it's in a
Yes.
cage if it's staying still.
it's not that hard to.
I don't know. He's the one that
Wrangle
knows about
one
the
in.
crickets.
The problem is probably
I have a net.
catching it.
You haven't what?
I have a net.
I thought you said
that's his
it's
niece's name.
I look down at you. How big is this net?
I pull out my fishing net.
Yeah,
No,
that's
he
not
has a
enough.
fishing net.
Never mind. I know you are.
Is it bigger than you?
You had 2 fishing
I
nets?
mean, probably.
Most nets are.
It's just funny watching like this little bitty thing pull out something like 3 times its size. I'm like, yes. Clown in the car.
I'm strong enough for it.
I said he wasn't.
So we
anyways,
go and ambush Adriac.
What?
Which direction do you go? Do you continue down the cavern that you, or down
The
the tunnel
path
you
I've
haven't
traveled?
gone? Or do you double back?
We continue on the unknown.
into the no.
So we're going to
Stealthily.
continue on
Stealthily.
and
Let's
not go get
stealth.
the crickets, correct?
Let's
Unless we start
then
hearing
we'll get
crickets
one.
chirping
Let's
in the
sneak.
distance. Or cricket chirping.
How often do I have to tell you, old man?
Was
I
that-
do not sneak.
Boot a left or right?
I'm
tell
rocking
you that
a
was pretty
-5 to my stealth rolls right now.
ooh-wee.
I am gonna stealth though.
He asked you if the shoe was a left or a right shoe.
It is left.
He's gonna be looking for its
Yeah.
partner.
Could you give me a bottle of water?
Yeah.
While people are rolling stealth rolls.
I'm stealthing with a 15.
The fabled pair of haste. If you can find the other shoe.
I'll pass this down to Berta.
Those are all magical items,
Created
but only
by the
magical.
goddess Nike.
I'm just gonna equip them as boots of the cat. That's all. If that's all the same to you.
Those are handy.
I don't think so. So we emerge victorious from the tunnel.
As you head through the tunnel that you had not previously traveled, Trig wishes you luck and tells you, looking forward to cricket. As you begin to wind through this tunnel, it opens up into the largest cavern you've been in so far. The smell of salt water fills the air, which gives you the sense that this underground lake that you all now see is being fed by underwater tunnels from the ocean. This lake expands at its widest point, 60 feet. It has two major rocks that rise out of its water and extend up towards the ceiling about 15 feet. The ceiling of this cavern being 30 feet high. This area is exceptionally wet. Algae grows all along the bank of this underground lake, making the rocks exceptionally slippery for anyone that stands close to it. You do see in the distance, with your dark vision of 60 feet, that there is on the far side a raft that has been tied off to a post extending out of the rocks in a length of rope that sits next to it. However, this is on the opposite side of where you are. There is no real clear way to get from where you are to the other tunnel just on the opposite side. So you're standing along the shoreline of this lake. The lake dips into a sheer rock wall, and as it dips back out, there is another kind of shoreline and a passage about 5 feet across. That is where the other post with the rope is, and the raft is on the exact opposite side of the lake of that. You're able to see all of this. You can only see the post and rope on the side that you are on. You cannot see the raft on the far side. And anyone that does not have dark vision that extends beyond 30 feet can also not see the raft on the far side.
60 feet.
Yeah, dark vision is always 60 feet.
60 feet, excuse me.
I specifically on
You've got 120 feet. 120.
120. You have 60?
I have 60.
Yeah, you would be able to see the raft. Never mind.
Cool.
My bad.
I look
also
for
see
a little ring.
A little ring.
Mhm.
You do not see a little ring.
Darn. Because that's what I'm envisioning right now.
Little gold ring.
The one ring, if you will.
Fat, stupid hobbitses.
What's in your pocket?
So
It might be in the water.
for my non-long night seeing friends, there's a raft on the other side of this lake.
It doesn't do us any good on this side of the lake.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Am I able to even see anything? Well, I have light, but I can only see like 40. Is it 60 feet away? 40 feet away?
20 feet bright light, 20 feet dim light.
So I can only pretty much see part of the lake, and that's about it.
Ragnar, why don't you throw a glowing rock across the lake?
Or into the lake.
Or into the lake?
Beside the lake.
Do you want to give me a glowing rock?
Yeah, sure. I pick up any stone I can see nearby and
Okay, just to clarify, is this sticking up out of the ground?
Yes,
I
15
wasn't told
feet.
anything. I'm throwing it right at its side, apparently, because I was not told anything more.
Okay.
You can see 40
Nope.
feet.
Yes. 5, 15. I can see that right now. I was about to say I couldn't see it.
Okay.
I'm going to go past it and just chuck it as hard as I can.
So, where do you stand to throw?
I can go that way, right?
No.
I can't go that way?
You'd have to make the jump.
I'm slippery tree.
okay, so this is sheer down into the water. This is a wall.
Oh, okay. Then I'm going to stand here. This is the furthest I can stand in, basically.
Yes.
To the edge.
As you approach the edge of the lake, I would like you to make me a reflex save.
Oh boy.
Easy.
I made out of reflex. 11.
With an 11, you fail the check.
Oh boy.
As you walk up, you're like, easy pizza, easy. As you like slide and you do that thing where you like gracefully drop down, because you didn't fail it by much. You drop down, kind of like positioning yourself on your butt and your back, and you're just like, I got this, guys, as you just slowly slide into the lake. You hit with a splash, and you feel that chilling, cold, dark water wash over you. So as you dive down into the lake, your armor sinking you quickly, or your equipment, sinking you quickly as you drop in, the light illuminates the area around you, showing the bottom of the lake and how it is not flat. It is jagged and rigid as these kind of stalagmites. Yeah. Stalagmites decorate the bottom of it as if at one time this cavern wasn't flooded. You drop down with this light source, kind of like looking around. You don't have the benefit of hearing, but you do now with your special little light stone have the benefit of seeing a new friend.
Yeah. Oh, goody.
You see between the two rocks in the darkness a shape turn and look at you. It is one of what looks to be a large crustacean, one the size of a man. It has massive pincers on either side with a long curled tail like that of a lobster. It has a shelled body and several long legs that extend out from its torso and reach out to grab. As its antenna kind of like snake around the water and it looks at you, it begins to dash right towards you, and I will need the group to roll me an initiative. Remember that time you said, no? If everybody would like to take a break, and that would be the time. And we can get the initiative ready, make sure everything's ready, so when we get back from our break, we'll be ready to go.
Be right back.
And we're back. Don't do that.
And just like that, the crab was slain. 8.
And left no crumbs.
Since the only one that is privy to the existence of the crustacean is Ragnar himself, this is a surprise attack round, including the crustacean and Ragnar himself.
The crustacean
Ragnar,
surprise.
what would you like to do?
Oh, I get to go first. So, first of all, my question, when I looked across the ledge that I could have potentially jumped over to, was it low enough to the water that I would think that I could pull myself out of it?
Climbing out of here is a
It's doable.
option. It is doable.
I'm sure it's hard. But my question was, specifically this ledge over here, because I couldn't see too much further, was it low enough to the ground that I think that I could lift myself out of it?
Climbing out is an option.
It's going to be sick.
asking, though. Was it high up off the ground? Like I'd have to.
It is
climb the
probably about 5 feet out.
wall? Okay, then I would say probably not. Okay.
Anyone in the group?
I believe in a barbarian's climb roll.
I'm gonna have to say I'm going to let instincts kick in and then rage and then go up and attack it.
So you all, as you're looking at the water, Ragnar kind of looks. You can't see because the surface of the water is distorted, so you can't see Ragnar. But as you turn and look at this thing, and you're just kind of and scream, you all just see bubbles go, and then the bubbles start to like move across the water as you're like, what the? You approach the creature.
So I'm also going to power attack it.
You may.
With the Warhammer. And
Oh,
that's almost terrible.
Is that crit range? No, is it only nat 20s for you?
It's a 20. Only a 20. I got 25.
25, you say?
25.
25.
Can I bang this one out in one? One hit?
You know what you said. You know what you did.
A 25.
I don't think he's on the monster yet.
Does he get penalties for being underwater?
Yeah, that is also.
He does.
So.
And a 25 will not strike your opponent underwater.
That. I'm just gonna die.
Oh, yeah.
I rolled 19.
Oh.
Get out of the water.
From where? Like, what am I supposed to do?
You swim up to this thing, or just kind of, as you get to it, you grab your hammer and you swing, and there's just so much drag behind it with your bludgeoning weapon.
Yeah.
As you do so, the thing kind of just back as you through the water.
Biffed it.
Cool.
Do you take any of the actions?
What's your con score?
Yeah.
For no reason in particular.
I would assume it's not affecting me yet, but
How
it
long
is a 18.
Well, you are underwater, so technically it's affecting that.
I meant like it's obviously I'm not like out of breath right
He's
now.
not in the danger zone just yet.
Yeah.
But you did take
It's
a
18.
standard action while underwater that reduces. You got all that pulled up, I'm sure.
No, go ahead.
No, that's good.
Let him know.
No, I'm fully aware of it. I feel like somebody would inform me that I'd start to feel weird.
I'm starting to feel weird.
You're raging. I don't know if you're gonna.
Oh yeah, no, I'm fully aware.
You're gonna feel anything.
I can't really feel squat Italy.
What's the depth of this water that he can see?
Yeah, how far down did I go?
It is 20 feet deep.
Did I fall all 20 feet down?
No, you only fell 5 feet in.
Okay, good.
Yeah. And because you have a swim speed, you said?
That's a
You
quarter
have
of my
a swim speed, you
movement.
said? I just realized I'm not in shot.
That's a quarter of my movement.
Yes. So
He doesn't have a literal, like,
he is,
mechanical swim.
he is treading water. Did you make the swim check?
Oh,
Maybe.
I don't like that.
I need 16.
Oh, okay. 16 around.
Yeah, you're fine. You were able to swim up to the creature, you were able to swing at the creature, and you are treading water. And by that I mean you're holding place.
Okay.
And roll the smash with a 25 was insufficient.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure I had mad negs though, so
Hoping they were really mad nags.
this battle's about to be mid.
So mid.
I'm about done with this water talk.
I know, but water talk. I don't.
Yeah.
I'm struggling. Could you look up those rules?
I have them pulled up actively.
Okay, awesome.
He says, "Oh,
What exactly are you?
Was it
looking
water
for?
talk one?
Holding your breath.
The-
I see how long he can do it, but not being attacked. That's my bad. That's my bad. However, this thing has no problem breathing underwater, and it's going to try and attack you. With a full round attack, does a 16 hit you?
yeah."
Does a 7 hit you?
No.
I don't like
I was thinking you were about to say damage. I was like, oh, good.
No.
Okay.
It hasn't hurt you yet.
Obviously.
It deals. You're never going to guess.
7 points of damage.
2 points of damage.
Oh my god! It is Tuesday.
Cuts.
This is one of my favorite things. So far.
So for holding breath,
Yeah.
you can hold your breath for a number of
Rounds
two
plus each.
2 rounds per con
Yep.
score per point of Constitution. If you take a standard action, it reduces it by 1
You're
additional.
telling me it's 2 per modifier number, correct?
No,
2
2
points
per the
around
actual
per point of Constitution.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
For a little while.
Oh yeah.
for every standard action.
Oh yeah, no, I'm fully aware of that.
Does 16 beat your combat maneuver defense?
That's what I was waiting for.
No.
It doesn't?
No.
Okay.
He is a barbarian.
I will need you to roll me a fort save.
I didn't get hit then.
You did get.
You did get hit.
You just didn't get
I'm
grappled.
so trying. 14.
14, you say?
Oui.
Wonderful.
Is it gonna eat me now?
So, this thing, as you swim up to it and go to swing, it moves back as your hammer in slow motion kind of goes past it. It reaches out, nipping at your shoulder as it tries to grab on. You take your hammer and you knock its claw away as you're like, and you move back from it. I only did that twice because you laughed. As you knock its claw away and just kind of like doggy paddle backwards away from this thing. Top of the round, I'm going to say all of you see the water churning and bubbling. You know something is wrong. Ragnar's down there, he moved, and you just see bubble, 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 and then you see the water begin to shift and move. Is your Warhammer a two-handed weapon?
No.
Okay.
It can be used as that, but I have.
Like when you
never
power
seen-
attack?
I could, but I have never done it.
Okay.
Theatrically, I've stated it, but
I got you.
no.
So, you all sense something is wrong. Perry, you're top of the initiative.
Coupled with my dark vision, can I see the crustacean?
I'm going to say with the churning of the water, no.
Do I need to stop moving so you can see him?
Yeah, that'd be great. Let's stop breathing all together.
Please, no. Well, just kind of like imagine seeing something underwater that's like 40 feet out.
So this ledge, I can jump over or attempt to?
You may attempt to.
Go around the long way, right? Is that what I'm looking at?
I'm sorry?
That ledge right there? Yeah. I can jump that to the other side?
To this side?
Yeah.
Yes. You can attempt to.
I will jump that.
All right.
To attempt to.
No, I will.
So the problem with it is you don't get a running start because there isn't enough room for a running start. It is a flat-footed jump. Once you get to that edge, though, you can either start the 5 feet back and then go for it, or you can start at the edge, which you will need to make a reflex save there.
I will start 5 feet back.
You may.
Jump.
All right, go ahead and roll that jump.
Jump or reflex?
Oh, it's jump. If you're...
Is that a 1?
What?
Did you roll an
Hey.
one?
Are you
Sure did. Yep.
Cool.
That's so skibbity.
You see this happening and you're like, oh no, Ragnar, he's done so much to protect me, I should help. And you just kind of flat of your back land in the water with that kind of boom, and you like stop for that split second before you and just sink below the surface of the brackish water.
This is me helping.
And die.
You still have a standard action.
Oh no.
Ragnar up here would say, "This is your fault."
Can I attempt to climb up the other side?
You may.
It's a climb, right?
Can you
Oh,
favorite
yeah.
creature now? No, that's right.
15.
You
Oh no.
You come up out of the water, you grab hold of the rocks, and they are just too slippery as you and just kind of back into the water. I was like, this encounter can be easily avoided. But I'm glad it wasn't.
Or hole in the bridge. Do I have to maintain the swim to be above water?
Yes.
I can try that? Or is that a standard action?
No, you can try that.
18.
With an 18, you do tread water. As you tried to come up, grab the rocks, and you just kind of slip back down. Ragnar, you're up.
You need to read that.
Secret messages.
Secret messages.
Secret tunnels.
Secret.
Tunnels.
Yeah, remember the rest of the song.
Oh, you don't die. This is us. I mean.
Okay.
But why?
I'm going to try to grapple this thing.
You may.
We'll grapple you back.
Oh, you might actually.
A 22.
A 22 will effectively grapple this thing.
All right, I'm going to drown it.
What?
That's barbarian
You have
logic.
you have negatives in your wisdom, huh? Or your intelligence, huh?
No, everything's fine.
Surely it can't stay down here longer than I can.
That is my turn, though.
Okay.
To grapple it. I'm hoping it prevents it from being able to.
Do your hands have to be free to grapple? No? Because both of his hands are occupied.
No, you only need one hand to be able to grapple because you can still use the other one to do unarmed attack.
So you have to drop either the hammer or the rock.
The hammer would still
the
be
hammer is glowing.
They're both glowing. It's
Oh,
not a
then I would
concentration
drop
thing.
Are they both glowing?
Yeah.
My hammer.
Oh, I thought only the rock was glowing. Okay, never mind.
My
Well, I
hammer-
thought he was going to throw the rock, and then that was going to
Going
be
He was
I would have
attempting-
let go of the rock when I fell.
Okay. You never said that.
Sorry.
So the light is...
There is one back there, and
Okay.
so one with me.
I got you.
So that's 4 rounds.
Yeah.
All right, so you got
I've
a
got like
lobster
40
dinner
rounds to
right
go.
there. You got him.
Yeah.
Ride chat.
I'm gonna have lobster steak.
Well said.
Is everything a steak?
Do you think now?
Do I?
This is a mistake.
And Eric.
I hate everything. All right, so
I use my druid powers to turn my raptor into a water raptor. Aqua raptor.
I am going to sheath my sword. I'm gonna tell me when I have to stop from actions. I'm gonna pull out some rope, and then I'm going to tie.
I think sheathing is an action, isn't it?
You maybe move,
Okay.
and then pulling out the rope would probably be standard, or it could be move, which you would downgrade.
So you still have half your movement speed.
All right,
You have half a move action.
can I tie? Okay, then that's all I'm gonna do.
All right. Damon.
He's quickly imitating the fall of Ragnar the Bull.
I'm gonna get the rolls.
I have a journal going right here. After I see the child go,
It's a move action.
What is? Sheathing
Sure.
the sword?
Rules.
Awesome.
Rolls of the game.
Curious.
Curiouser
Do you have a
and
swim
curiouser.
speed, and is it directly
I do
related
not have
to
a
your
swim
land speed?
I do not. Curses.
so
I did in the
That
last.
freaks me out every time you do that. I'm like, what's going on the computer?
as I watch the child go plunging into the water, I'm just sitting here. I have been proven right, and the guy I want to tell is already in the water.
How have you been proven right?
That we shouldn't have,
That we shouldn't have brought the kid.
For a child.
I'm perfectly fine.
He's on top of the water. You can
I'm
see
good.
him.
I'm not drowning.
Yet.
How are you going to get across? I'm doing this all other turn. You do your turn.
Can I assist him in tying the rope off if he brings it out?
Be movement action to take it from him, I'll say, and a standard action to tie off.
Okay.
What do you tie it to?
Yourself.
Myself.
Roll me that survival.
Sure. A 10.
And we'll succeed.
Woohoo!
Nice bow line.
I don't say that every
It
time.
does that thing where it doesn't
100%.
flip right, and the loop is on the wrong side, but it still works.
These are weird
Come for the tabletop RPG. Stay for the not talk.
We're not doing this.
The Dungeons and Dragons. Anyway, sorry. Camp humor. Love it.
You're dragging this joke out, and I wish you would stop.
I'm going to set myself on fire.
It
You
was
take any
prepared.
other actions.
It's not my turn. Why are you looking
You
at
take
me?
any actions. You are demanding the attention. You take no other actions? Wonderful. Marcus.
Marcus.
Falls into the water.
Don't worry, guys, I'm coming.
Will not. No.
I like how
Marcus
the
is gonna like
amphibian
cautiously
stayed on the
approach to like
surface.
here and then be like, nah.
Reflex.
Sorry, you're gonna drown.
I'm good, guys.
I
I'm
don't
not
think
good
me
at
being
that.
down there is gonna help the situation.
My con's
Those
perfectly
work,
fine,
Felix.
too.
I got you.
I'm good.
Just jumping
Got
into
32 rounds.
Felix is on top of the water perfectly.
I'm a tough kid.
I still have
It
more
needs to
than
be
that.
pointed out that
Here comes some.
Pain. Snippers?
Oh yeah. Does
Not-
a 16 hit you grappled?
That is a -2 to that, so yes.
Okay. And second pinch. Does an 11 hit you?
Does not.
It also has -2 because it's also okay.
I'm in back.
Okay.
Well, he's fat.
You take a point of damage. I will need a fortitude save.
From the party. Wait, what?
I passed. It's way higher than last time.
Okay.
25.
You rolled an 18 on the die.
If it's rolling a grapple, it's a -4.
Okay. 16 against your combat maneuver defense.
New.
Okay.
Wait, hang on. To clarify, does that move change any?
Just one move.
The fact that he is currently grappling something doesn't change
It
his.
still
combat
wouldn't, but it
defense.
does affect it.
He gets a +4 to the grapple. He gets him in the -4 because of how the grappling works.
But his CMD is not changed.
I,
The defense part.
I think yes. I think he goes.
It still wouldn't pass it even if I went down the amount.
So you have this thing by the back. It reaches back and it starts snipping at you with its claws, one of them nicking you barely, as it's trying to get a hold of you, just kind of rolling in the water, and you're just kind of grabbing onto it in rage, like as it's just spinning in place.
You thought water wrestling was your thing.
All this water talk's got. Oh God, no!
Oh.
As you are attempting to climb up, I will say anyone that has a light source nearby can see a shadow zip up in from the water and begin to approach Perry from underneath.
Unbueno. Which is the
Does a
opposite of
9
bueno.
hit you? As you are grabbing on, like, kind of clawing at the ledge and treading water, you suddenly, like the scene from Jaws, see him dip under the water just a little bit, and you're like, something touched my leg. Which is the scariest thing to hear in a cave, like.
Guys. Help.
Oh.
Ooh, that's dangerous.
Harry, not to worry you, but you see the size of the shadow under you.
Come.
And I just look at the surroundings, be like, I have apparently hired the wrong group of adventurers, and just turn and walk away.
It's like, all right, that's good. I'll see you guys next time.
This has not panned out. Does it look like if I stood in front of...
I like how he says that when in the last session he fell from a bridge and was attacked by fungi.
Yeah, I'm not having a great day.
Funguses, giant crawdads.
Is this Louisiana?
Tell the innkeeper it's a lost cause.
It's a wipe.
You don't have mushroom to talk.
Listen here, you.
What do you do?
Said the man who points swords at children.
And steals caterpillars.
And steel.
Can I tell like that space between Marcus, Manzarek, and this child threatening guy? Is that on the slick spot or not?
It's wondering if
It is not. That is a solid spot. Okay.
And double check the not.
You might roll that survival check.
Sorry.
3 people working on that.
Child. I'm not a child.
Looks good to you.
You're gonna drown.
I'm assuming I can't see that shenanigans in the far side, even with dark vision.
No.
60 feet.
Yeah, you see a disturbance in the water, but you can't see beneath
If I'm
the
putting my
surface.
polarizing sunglasses, do I?
You're in a cave.
Polarization won't exist for
Definitely
another
don't throw the
200
rope out
years,
into
but
the
you know
water.
who's talking.
Yeah, don't do that. That'd be great.
I ready to help pull the rope with all the non-strength I have.
Okay,
So I'm rating the help action
I got you.
to help pull the rope.
You may.
To not help.
Okay. Do you take an action?
That's
Is the rope in the water?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay.
He clambers and cries.
I'm gonna try something real stupid.
You may.
Something else?
Gurgle, gurgle.
Something else real stupid. Oh, listen, my acrobatics is real good. My reflex is real good. But there's a 5% chance of failure, no matter what you do. Alright.
when he goes out of the water.
Sure, I'm gonna try and do a lightning flash.
What?
A what?
Lightning flash.
Is this a
Is this a spell?
Spell-like ability.
in the water?
Does it need
Yeah.
components?
Yeah.
Verbal, somatic?
As a standard action, I can
I
unleash
think that's only if it's
a
like
flash of
as-
electricity.
as the spell.
Okay.
And it deals 1d6 points of electricity damage, plus 1 point for every 2 wizard levels I possess, to all creatures within 5 feet, and dazzles them for 1d4 rounds.
You may.
So you
Wonder
do have to
cost-
do a concentration check.
Well, this
For a
sounds like
feat?
it's some kind of natural.
Any
though,
spell
rather
casting
than
on
a spell.
water.
It's not a spellcast.
Yeah,
it's
this
a spell
is a
like
spell
ability.
like ability. This is like a dragon breathing fire, something that would come naturally to him.
Okay.
I can do it 8 times per day.
This is about to be
The
a little
water,
fun.
water makes it go. And
Is there a save?
There's a save for the dazzle, but not for the electricity damage.
Okay.
And then
What's the save?
DC of the save is equal to 10 plus 11 plus 5, 16.
Is it a will save? A fort save?
DC,
A reflex save?
Reflex.
Does an 8 do it?
Nope.
Okay. Roll that damage.
So,
I'm sorry.
how did that? It's a D4. How did it roll off the table? So it is dazzled for 2 rounds, and it takes 2 points of electricity damage.
Okay.
also him being in the water, is that going to have any kind
Oh,
of
yeah.
impact on that?
Do I also take 2 points of electricity damage?
You both take 4 points of electricity damage. As you lay your hand on the surface of the water, and I'll say kind of like in a panic.
Yeah, that's what.
You're like, huh, what's going on? And then suddenly you all see this flash as you and this thing are suddenly shocked with a jolt of electricity. It, however, turns and begins to kind of like swim upside down and roll in place, kind of trying to gather itself from the sudden jolt of electricity.
Is it dazed or dazzled?
Dazzled.
Okay.
Which
Is
it
it
is,
it's like a -1 on attack.
is -1 on attack.
Is it bedazzled?
Yes.
Shiny.
So that is an ability that is like, because of my class, that I have just discovered as Perry, and in a panic, I, the
Man
player,
class.
know that that's not a good idea, but
But you did it.
I did. Can I use my move to try to swim toward them,
Yeah.
toward the party?
Turns.
Towards the party? There's nowhere to swim.
To climb up the ridge
I think climbing's a standard.
to maintain a swim?
You may.
12.
You're good.
So that is a class ability, not a racial ability?
Mhm.
Okay, so in the future that might actually require, I'm not sure. I'd have to do some looking around.
Double
I
check
thought
that.
it was a racial thing, that's why I was so confident.
I got it.
It's like a dragon breathing.
Is part of an elemental wizard thing.
If it's class related, I would assume that there's probably some kind of a, right? It's like-
We'll do it.
Look at it.
We'll check it next time.
Yeah.
Moving on. Ragnar, you have a lobster.
Oh, yeah. So,
I bite it.
consulting the bookie of knowledge is maintaining your grapple. Was it a move action? Is that what it was?
To maintain
To maintain?
either of you.
Standard type.
Monk.
It's a standard to
There,
maintain.
there's also things you can do with that standard action. Like you can further the grapple into a pin. You can make an attack, but it's like as part of maintaining the grapple, you do this next thing.
Okay, yeah.
You can also move up to half your movement speed, which is currently at a quarter. So you
he
can move
move
to an eighth of your move.
To strangulate.
Yes, actually.
Can he? I
No.
don't know if a monk could. I don't know, I assume a monk.
No, AJ specifically could, because that's what AJ did.
Set up.
Can you strangle a cramp?
Maybe.
Just close the gills.
I guess I'm going to maintain the grapple and also hit it with my warhammer.
Shut that shellfish.
You get +4 to the grapple. It gets a -4 to its grapple CMD.
So that's a 17.
To maintain grapple,
Yes.
17 team.
that will maintain the grapple.
And then I roll to attack as well.
Yes.
Yes.
With this one, I'm not going to be power attacking because of the grappling. Sorry. That will wind up being 17.
That will not strike your opponent.
Knowing how much harder it is underwater, I would try my best just to be able to hit it.
You're just kind of like hitting it with the butt of your hammer. You're like, do you take any of the actions?
New.
Rip the shell off.
Manzarek.
Um,
Is that doable?
I'm
I'm
gonna
not strong enough to just rip the shell off.
Do my move action to tie the rope around myself.
Does
I know that he's already got one side tied around him, tying the other side around me. I'm jumping in the water.
wonderful. You want to roll that acrobatics?
Sure.
skipper, skipper, scamper.
19.
Okay, that's plenty of room. So with a 19, you run, you dive into the water, and you see this thing twitching and convulsing as you break the surface, and you're like, ah! As you come face to face with this creature.
Can I roll a knowledge nature to see what it is?
Yes, you may.
He'd do that.
No. You may roll knowledge dungeoneering.
Nope. I don't have that thing.
You have no idea what this is. That's a big lobster.
But it's not natural. We know that.
That's my turn.
Okay. Damon.
I need to dangle that rope into the water. Just kind of.
Well, it's already in
It's
the water.
the
but
water.
attached
It's
to him.
already in the water.
It's already in the water. Okay.
He's attached to the other side.
That's
of the
one
rope
for the
that
counter.
That's one for the non-intention counter.
I think that's
Ding, ding. Any of those.
We
Oh, wait a minute. Are we fishing with a Gripply again?
Yes.
Ah.
That's exactly what's happening.
He got it.
Only taking all of 2 rounds.
Thank you for joining us.
Shut up. Okay, so I brace myself because I know as soon as he latches onto something.
I do that trick where you like jerk the bait
Yeah,
to kind of
yeah.
get the reef claw's attention.
Mhm.
You're suddenly like,
The what?
And now we know.
do you take any of that action?
That's what I'm doing. I don't know if that's gonna be a strength check at some point, but that's what I'm doing. I'm bracing myself,
Okay.
so I'm prepared to.
Marcus.
I don't think there's really anything that I can do of benefit here other than
Enlarged person.
Oh, surprisingly enough, the strength boost and also your carry capacity goes way up. It might help with his ability to drag him and something else out of the water.
If you can see him.
Oh, but I can see him.
Oh.
Assuming that he's going to be the thing that's attached to something heavy, not I.
If he had room.
He's the hook. This is the real.
But
Oh, there he is. It might be in the water, but there he is.
Well, if I moved just to like here,
That would give him room.
that would give him space to expand.
Yes.
He's already. The rope would expand with him, right?
It does say equipment.
Okay. Yeah, you're bigger than
So it'd
He's
be
not-
100 feet of rope.
He is not currently holding the.
No,
well,
it's tied around his waist. which
Please
is
don't
kinda
break my
nasty.
rope. I don't know about this.
I would assume that the rope tied around his waist would just expand to match
It
his
does
size.
say his equipment, and since he is holding it, it is his
Just
equipment.
elongate. Like,
Yeah, well, it also thickens.
your
So
purpose-
suddenly it becomes a logging rope as it wraps around you. It's like,
It's harder for me to swim.
Oh no.
You like that
Like a
kid
life
off
raft.
of the moon. It's like, can't do
I don't
it.
know about this.
the tunnel you're standing in is a little more narrow than the ceiling of this cavern, but it is tall enough for you to stand in.
Okay.
So you just kind of. Whoa. Do you take any other actions, Marcus?
Nah, just make him big. You got a +2 to strength.
Yep.
I'm also looking up to see if that
Good
changes
boy.
what your carry, pull, and all that is if you're large.
Are they going to attack us again?
It's not the opposite way he's going.
Does a 11 hit you?
No.
Does a 6 hit you?
No.
You continue wrestling with the lobster.
Rock.
As it kind of like starts to regain itself, reorienting itself. Sorry, one sec. It doesn't know where the electrical pulse come from, but it did see you dive in the water.
How
So
long was it dazzled for?
it is still dazzled.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's only a -1 to attack.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
So it's going to 4-round attack you.
That's fine. Bites itself. Right on its ass.
So, hang on. The rest of you hear this. As a rock dislodges itself from the ceiling and drops, this creature turns and looks at you. It reaches out, and suddenly this rock just hits it in the head, sends it kind of like spinning in place as it and kind of like tries to reorient itself yet again from a thing it doesn't understand what is.
Thank you. It's supernatural.
Dr. Town.
So it doesn't.
We're learning things.
I feel like
I
we
don't know
all
what I
learned
want to
something
do.
today.
I don't. You're still hurt. You just got hurt.
But I also did some hurting
You sure did, buddy.
in equal portions.
If I take a 5-foot step towards Rayado,
Mm-hmm.
I can channel and not hit the creature under the water. Well, it's under the
It
water.
wouldn't hit the creature anyway. Yeah, the only people unaffected by it would be Manzarek, both of the creatures, and Ragnar.
Well, then I wouldn't have moved. I wouldn't have hit Manzarek, but not the creature.
Manzarek's under the water.
Yes.
The pulse wouldn't hit it. He's being obstructed.
Can I ready to do the pulse whenever he pops out and it would hit him too?
Yes, you may.
I do that.
Do you need to move back?
Yes. If I know I wouldn't hit the creature, that's not me. Yes.
Okay, sorry.
I thought that was Amos. Like you were doing some voice throwing stuff or something.
Harry,
I'm gonna dungeoneer this thing.
you may.
I need to get different dice that I can see better. I believe a 17, that'd be 26.
Goodness gracious.
Some canning.
With a 26, you identify this as a reef claw.
Reef claw,
Yeah.
First time I've heard that.
Reef claws are vicious predators. They possess greater intelligence than animals, but rely mainly on their strength and instincts to survive. They hunt fish, giant crabs, dolphins, and even land-dwelling creatures that come within hundreds of paces of the water. You may ask, what was it?
26.
26? You may ask 5 questions about the reef claw.
Oh, lordy. Special defenses.
It doubles basically carry capacity, those different things that do, like hold, lift, deadlift, all that. Those numbers get doubled with increased size.
All right.
They possess frenzy. When a reef claw is killed, its body spasms horrifically. Immediately upon dying, the reef claw makes a full attack against a creature it threatens. If more than one creature is within reach, it will randomly attack one or the other. It is also resistant to cold.
Special abilities.
The reef claw can grab as a free action when it makes a claw attack. It can also poison with its claw attack.
Ew. Okay. Okay.
The poison deals strength damage.
That's no bueno. Favorite color?
Its favorite color is salmon.
And I'll save the other two.
Okay, you may.
I attempt to climb the rope.
You may.
That's a 16 on the die.
With a 16, you climb the 5 feet up and you climb the 5 feet over.
Okay.
You are still on a slippery surface, but you have a rope.
I'm on a slippery slope.
Yeah, you are. A slippery slope with a rope.
Yep.
Tied to a dope. But filled with hope. Anyway.
Nope.
Nope.
Soap? Anyway.
Soap on the rope?
Do you take any dope on a rope? Do you take any other actions?
Nope.
Ragnar.
That's a joke.
That's okay.
So,
Oh. I forgot. You
It
provoked
doesn't
an
give an attack of opportunity if he escapes. It does.
Nat 20?
Damn it. Reroll that.
I will. Does a 14 strike you?
No.
No? Okay. But it does hit. Dealing 4 points of damage.
Could have been 8.
And
Does a 4 hit you?
no.
Okay. I will need you to make me a fortitude save.
18.
18 will save. Does 13 beat your combat maneuver defense?
Great question. No.
No? So as you're pulled out of the water, you feel this thing nick your leg. As you just kind of wince in pain as blood rolls down your ankle. As you just make your way out of the water and onto the slippery surface.
He's bigger since last time you saw him.
so looking up rules after grappling, it's a +5 to consistently do it, and there is a thing that says you can either move, damage, pin, or tie up. There is no attacking.
Damage, I would assume.
But it doesn't say anything like
That's the damage thing. You
you
make
get
a
to attack.
you make
Okay.
a one-handed attack.
I just wanted to clarify because it's like
Let's get the other one out.
Oh, it's a whole flow chart. He is
Just hang those up behind
he's
you.
in the second bracket of that flow chart.
We thought about it, but
Attacker's
You
turn.
can move to pin, maybe coup de grace. Someone else would have to do it, but
Oh, you do
going-
provoke an attack if you don't have improved grapple,
whenever you go to grapple them.
and if you make an attack.
Well, I'm not attacking this turn.
Okay.
I was actually going to start dragging him that way.
All right. Roll me a combat maneuver to minutes.
So I gotta proceed grappling him first to begin with. That's gonna be
you might lose the grapple.
19,
That will maintain the grapple.
and then I have to roll to
Move.
move.
So it would be combat this plus your combat maneuver bonus.
14.
14. You want to go here? Do you want to go here?
There.
You holding this crustacean in your arms, you begin to like kick backwards, pulling it with you as you start to swim backwards. Go ahead and roll me a
This has
swim
got to be
check.
such a strange,
Swim check.
Yeah.
strange sensation for this creature. You got a 19.
Oh, he's fine.
27.
Yeah, you're good.
After moving, the defender receives a free attempt to break the grapple with a +4 bonus.
Does an 18 beat your combat maneuver
Depends.
difference?
Is it lowered at all because of grappling?
I don't think your CMD is lowered as a result of currently grappling. It would be, yeah.
So no.
If it's not, then no.
So as you begin to pedal backwards, you drag it the 5 feet as it bursts out of your grasp, turning to face you on the attack.
Wait, broke out.
That's what you said?
You said what didn't beat it, right?
It wouldn't beat it.
Oh, that doesn't beat it. My bird.
Unless-
Never mind. It
unless-
breaks out of the attack and you're like, no, you don't. My
It says only if you place your foe in a hazardous location, such as like damage over a pit or something, that they would get that. Not if you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Drowning is a real thing.
Yeah, you're right.
Not for him.
You're right.
Okay, cool. Moving on.
This is a very long flow
Spencer.
chart. I'm just gonna save that.
I had to.
Can I see what's happening with this? I'd assume
The
so.
guy with the glowing hammer.
I wanna
That's
Oh yeah, yeah.
No.
You can see Ragnar. You can't see what he's fighting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even though you can see
dragging
me and I have it, you can't see it. You're blind. Dead by the light.
Yeah.
You just see Ragnar appearing and disappearing behind a rock in a thrashing motion.
Okay, I'm gonna swim 5 feet towards him.
They give you the slack.
Yeah.
That will provoke.
It already.
If it has combat reflexes, it doesn't.
That's a 14.
Yes.
Cool.
You taking an action?
Oh, to swim?
Oh, I guess I can do 2 move actions for them. Yeah, I swim even farther.
Even farther, he says.
You swim directly up to Ragnar. You now see he is wrestling with one of these things.
Roll perception.
Do it.
Roll perception.
I will give him a -2 because of the circumstance.
Okay.
I get a -2.
Mhm.
So it's a 17. That's with the negatives.
Well, he notices it.
What do I see?
You see, through my veins on my arms where I am holding this thing, that they are very popping and they are black in color. And you also see black creeping out from the side of my face.
Oh, you need to go to a doctor. That's my turn.
Cool. Damon.
What of that?
I'm still braid. Hold on. You're on the surface, right?
For now.
He's standing next to you.
I don't hold him up the rest of the way. Oh, it's only a 5
No,
foot.
he got all the way out.
He's,
Okay. Yeah, I'm braced.
Okay. I assume you're letting the rope slack? Okay. Do you take any actions?
Negative.
Marcus.
Did you work on some kind of a sign for when you ship home?
I assume when it goes taut.
Well,
I think we got it.
Only whenever the whole rope's taut.
Top to do it.
all right.
Like half a frog. Ooh.
I got nothing.
Okay.
I can't fix that.
Pretty 5 foot. Move.
He is going to be fishing with a group of.
Does a 20 strike your AC?
Yep.
Dealing 4 points of damage, I need you to roll me a fortitude check.
23.
23 will pass the check.
I don't believe in poison.
You've grappled it.
No, I don't want to grapple hit.
Oh, you got it.
I want to grapple hit.
You tug the rope, he pulls you and the thing in the water. Oh my god, that's not Ragnar.
Put it back. Put it back.
In its attempt to grapple you, it leapt into your arm.
I would
You
imagine.
accidentally grappled it.
I would imagine, like, if he reeled you out, you're just looking at him, he's looking at you, and you're like, I didn't mean to grab this.
It was dark. It tried to grab you, but it leapt into your arms like your wife on your wedding day.
It's been through a lot.
It provokes an attack of opportunity. Would you like to take it?
I'm going to punch it.
You may. That provokes an attack of opportunity.
I'm not going to do it.
If it's martial, it doesn't. Sean looked this up. If you're proficient with martial.
Yeah,
weapons,
but I
you
doubt
are-
a druid is martial.
Yeah, no, I'm just not going to do anything.
Oh, never
Yeah,
mind.
it's,
This whole time I thought you was a ranger.
it goes derpy.
Not this time.
The other one is going to full round attack you. How many times can I roll on that one? That is 3, 2 in a row. Would you like to take the
Keep up the
attack
good
of
work.
opportunity?
No.
Okay, it derps and it sinks 5 feet down into the water.
With me grappling it?
Oh yeah,
So I said
Oh, please no.
just it. You're above. You're on top of it now. Yeah.
And you're awkward.
Dr. Tone.
It's going dead fish.
What is going on?
I'm fishing.
What's going on?
You're not hurt.
Nope.
Are you hurt? Okay.
He's just.
Oh man,
He's good. No, I'm
He's just
large and
waiting
in
for the
charge.
good.
How bad are you?
You don't know.
Imagine I did. For half a second.
Roll that hill check. If you had to put a number on it.
16?
No, it's not 16. It's way less than that. About 6 less.
His
than
leg is bloody. You can tell he has been hurt.
He's been wounded.
At least half C's.
You get healed for 1 point of damage for your sass.
Okay.
So I assume the exchange was
That's like
actually.
20.
Are you hurt?
How is it only one?
I don't know. Do I look?
I rolled a
hurt?
1d6.
Oh, you channeled. You didn't. Okay.
Because I only have 2 spell slots left
I got you.
You taking an action?
after falling into a pit of fungi and helping a
If
frog.
you channeled, I think I was missing one.
Do you take any actions?
I weep.
Perry.
I listen to him weep, and I will prepare a spell.
Okay.
You're welcome.
If the creature comes within touching range of me, I will touch it.
You may. Do you take any other actions? Ragnar.
I will maintain the grapple.
I will
Also, that happens. Is he gonna notice that too? Every turn.
That's up to you.
Oh.
This is your thing, my
Do I
guy.
need to roll a perception every single time?
No. No, you slowly start to see my wounds heal up though.
Wait, you passive heal? Fast heal?
23 on maintaining the grapple.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then I'm going to move again. Here with it.
Does a... Oh, it's against the scene. Oh, it gets to try to break out. My bad. Does 17 do?
It doesn't get to
It,
try to break
I
out.
misread.
When it moves?
I
Oh, it
misread.
doesn't?
Only if
If
I
it
put
puts
it
it
into like a
hazardous.
harmful
okay.
situation, it would get one.
All right, you may.
To move, is that my CMD to move it?
Yes.
Yeah, it's 20
Well, CMB.
CMB.
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry. That is a 21.
That's all they want.
That will definitely move it. And roll me a swim.
Swim check of a 19.
You good? Do you take any actions?
Can I state that I move at a diagonal this time to try to come up closer to the edge of the water?
He's trying to get to the
Yes.
edge of the wall.
So, because you were only 5 feet at this whole time, you come up out of the water, and the rest of you see what's been attacking everybody. As he pops out of the water, and I assume you take a breath as this thing is thrashing and snapping in the air. As you're like, don't worry, guys, I got it.
I'm starting to feel for the crustaceans.
This thing tried to grab me down there, so I grabbed it.
That's in my turn.
Manzarek.
Since I see him get out of the water on his own, I just...
Okay.
Yeah. You're out of the water, right?
He broke the surface of the
He's on the
water.
surface.
Oh, then I'm going to grab you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Daddy.
Do you allow me to? Because I don't think I can beat your CM.
I do not stop you.
Always ask for consent before you grab someone.
Okay. So I'm going to grab, and then...
Unless you can outmaneuver their combat maneuver fence.
Yep, that's the
So you give him the old grab and tug?
We're being recorded right now.
Oh yes, this is going on top.
I do distinctly remember you saying you didn't care at the beginning of the session.
That's true, I did. Mm-hmm. I suddenly very much so did.
You made a
So the
mistake.
This is
maximum
going to be a
I
clip.
800 pounds right now.
Uh-huh.
So yeah.
Question: How
Maybe
much does
roll
this
for it?
crustacean weigh?
Yes.
Something better for
That
me
would be
holding onto it.
that by the
I brought
way
my
is
guy.
what you can do without a roll. That's you every day of the week. What you can
You
do.
juggling?
You have this whole table and you dropped your dice.
Yes, I know. I'm very aware.
If it was going against the golden dice trade, it wouldn't have been a problem.
That's the problem. He was going to roll it in there and then dropped it while he was shaking it in his hand.
Oh. So this is yeah. That's a 24.
Delicious. So,
Rolled a 19. I had a +5.
Are you
With your gripply hook.
two crustaceans and two party members?
This
We're
frog-
only bringing one crustacean up with us.
This frog is about to be the strongest fisherman ever. Oh my god.
So you give them the old grab and tug, and you pull them out of the water. They clear it in its entirety as they all three against the slick rock wall, and then it's like as you drag them up. You are still on the slick edge, and so is the crustacean, but you are on solid ground.
Okay.
As you come up, it is snipping at the air, and its tail is doing that aggressive flick as you pull it out of the water.
Is it able to breathe out of water?
You don't know.
Yet.
It would get a free escape check with a +4. If so, that is the only reason I say that.
If not.
Nat 20.
Not.
So you come up out of the water, and then just kind of, you're like, ah! As it's
So if it can't breathe on land, it got a free attempt.
correct.
With a +4.
And just like that,
Oh.
you are all effectively out of combat.
I guess we're not having lobster tonight.
Can I use my climb to like get out of this situation instead of
We
my
still haven't
acrobatic?
crossed the lake, though.
No, we haven't.
Don't you have mage hand? Is there no way you could
Not
reach
that
him?
far.
Okay.
I wasn't
Not
sure
that
what the
far.
distance-
So the other thing is everyone needs to make a
Would it not just be
perception
passive?
check. No,
It's not passive
It's-
perception.
I think it would
it's
be
not.
passive.
It's not super noticeable.
I only got an
until-
11 Z. I assume I didn't see it.
We would have to make a perception check.
Yeah.
It's required.
18, 20.
No,
What if
You
I
could
don't
just
want
wanna
to?
see.
you're never forced to do that.
I would,
If you were actively looking at my direction, I would say yeah, you need to make
Oh,
one,
okay, good.
just in
I,
case. You
I
see.
would more if I'm trying to see if he needs healing.
Mhm.
Help, that's an 18.
He probably sees it, right?
Where is he at?
It's 17.
Right.
Yeah,
on the
you
other side
would
of me.
see it.
10.
What'd you roll, Delaney?
Did you guys replace
17.
the batteries?
You rolled a 17.
Yes, I did.
Wait, Delaney got a 17? Didn't he roll a 5 on the die?
I rolled an 8.
Oh, but you rolled
Yeah.
17 total.
Yes.
Okay.
Sees everything.
Of course he
What
does.
did you roll?
I don't.
Who's pack one?
I got 11 with
Almost.
my 10.
Oh, that's no big deal.
Amos, what'd you roll? You rolled 20 total.
And then
Pretty much everybody but me noticed.
Bird is just wanting to go out.
Yeah, but I also in my rage after I came out of the water. So for a split second, you guys see black veins popping out of me, and then they just go away.
Hold on one second. I feel like this is going to be pretty big for my character here.
Really, my character would be like, okay, nothing out of the ordinary. Business as usual.
It would pretty much be immediately after I pop up, you would notice it, but then it went away immediately. If
You
you
roll to
pass,
see what that was?
To be able to identify it?
All right, so repeat all that.
Given character history.
upon coming out of the water,
Mhm.
you were looking over in my direction.
Mhm.
You passed it. You noticed it. You saw black veins popping from my arms, and then immediately after I came out, it went away.
Nothing about the face.
No, because I was facing the other way. So you would not see anything about the face.
Whew, that was close, guys.
Knowledge dungeoneering.
Oh, look. It's a 10.
I don't have knowledge engineering.
I didn't see his veins.
Yeah.
Is it all right if I
I thought
use
maybe it was a trick of the light.
use a climb check to get out of this spot instead of the
Oh,
acrobatics?
I would help you out as well.
Okay, cool.
I would also assist that.
Do you push him in?
It's fine.
It's a
It's
5.
a strength of 11 to help.
I'm probably good anyways.
Either direction. Go to the Eliash, my dude.
I feel like all these charged.
All right, so I rolled a 19 to get up.
and out, and then he assisted me, kind of.
Barely.
Kind of.
Yeah.
We also.
So, yeah.
So holding fast to the rope you need to roll a climb check, but it negates the reflex.
Okay, then it was a 29.
Oh yeah, you good.
So good.
It would be almost as if not breaking your ass back. We do have other options to see if we can find a way around this lobster-infested lake.
Was it deep claw? Reef claw. The reef claws.
Sure.
You just know that. You've seen these before.
He probably.
No, I had collectible thing cards.
How
What a
an old
world.
person studies engineering. I have 2 green oozes. Do you want a red ooze?
From a rareness of half to 25 or 30, I'll say they were at 2.
Sorcery the Collecting card game?
See what you did there. I approve.
Sorcery the reunion.
Beast.
Are we gonna try and skip this thing right
Or
here?
we could just go another direction.
There is another way around. Can we perceive, is that a tunnel? A different...
It is a tunnel, yes.
Maybe we're not supposed to cross the water.
I mean,
And that's a sheer
I feel like-
side
The kobolds get
on this
across
side, right?
Not
So we can't get over
you
there.
have to jump.
We have to
And
jump.
that was what was attempted, and then people fell in.
Well, he fell.
no. He just.
I'm only
He fell for
barely
different
people.
reasons.
One of us could go over there with a rope, and then everybody else just climb across.
I go and make a
Well,
jump.
we know
Run and
now that
jump.
the water's populated.
There's not enough room to run and jump.
Oh.
Yes.
That's what-
So you would have to do just a flat acrobatics check.
Full acrobatics.
Yeah.
No.
How slippery does
No.
this rock look?
It's a sheer surface covered in slime.
So not very.
So sticky.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I untie the rope from around me. Does it return to normal?
As long as you're holding it, no.
I hand it back to you.
It's mine.
I hand it back to you.
As I pass it back to
It was strange. It was very strange. I'm gonna go ahead and untie it as well. And,
Are we not jumping across?
I mean, it was kind of dependent on it staying.
I had
connected
another
together.
joke, but I was told I
Yeah.
can't.
I tie it
But
to
Max,
Hmm?
I was told that I can't make jokes.
You can make jokes.
So, that's the first time another man's made my rope large before.
Okay. I take back what I said. You know what I'm making.
immediately regrets it.
Oh god.
So I think before I just had a really bad footing. I think I can try it. Make it.
I pass
There's
the rope.
2 reef claws down there like,
I'll hold on to it as well.
Hear me out. You might be able to get over there. I don't know if I can.
I have a rope.
He is
Great. I don't know if I can. As I watch you jump over
26.
for the reflex save.
For the acrobatic.
That will pass the jump.
21 reflex.
Nice.
Hop, skip, jump. Rest, Christmas.
Yep.
So, what was the acrobatics altogether?
29.
26.
I thought
26.
56. It was somehow.
At least 26.
Minus 10 for the no running jump.
Uh,
10 plus.
yeah. That will put him
It
back.
was physically a part of the month chart. So
I got you. Technically, you land on a slippery surface. So to move from the slippery surface, you'll need another reflex save.
I do have the rope that he is.
Okay. I'll move closer to the non-slippery surface with a 25.
You make it safely across.
Is that a different rope right beside his feet there?
Oh, yeah.
Use another rope.
Oh, yeah. And a post.
I tie it. Do I have to be trained in survival to try it?
No.
You just might do it really poorly.
I roll a 13. I don't know.
I guess
It's
I'll
not the
be the
worst
other
nodding.
post. I'll be the other post again. I'll be the other post again. I don't know how deep.
I
my voice
have
is
it.
this one.
Yeah, since you gave it back, I gave it to him.
Okay.
If you,
I'm
Wanna
large
hold
and
on
much
to
stronger
it.
than you.
I'm also tired. So I give it
Mechanically.
to-
He is actually.
How
So
crazy-
I'm holding on to it again. I tie it
I
around
look better than I
myself
was when I
again.
fell in.
11.
He is post.
How bad?
With a 12, tie it around myself again.
Maybe. Oh, okay.
All right.
Wait, do you need heals too?
I still need hills.
Okay, we'll just wait until we all get across.
So I guess I try to go across using the rope. How dangerous does this look?
It'd be a climb check.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Does it look like an easy climb?
Fall and find out.
Like, how hard of a climb does it look like it's going to be?
I mean, ropes are fairly easy to climb.
Yeah, they're so easy, right? Okay.
Play to the slippery slope.
So we're going to try this.
If he tries to tightrope it, could he do an acrobatics instead?
It'd be awesome.
Is that a one?
3.
Oh. Oh, here we
He's gonna
go.
fall into the water, but he's not able to make the call.
Roll me a reflex save.
Oh boy.
Another 3.
Wonderful. Bloop.
I'm gonna spend an hour in this room.
As you fall back into the water, I'm keeping the initiative. Because ain't nobody got time for that.
I should have just tried to jump this. No, I've got no better bonuses for that either.
Perry,
Do I see it?
you see him fall into the water.
Oh boy. Okay.
I needed to just do the carry lead.
Obese.
I was hopeful. Is that rope within reach above my head?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
The other rope, is it attached to the boat?
No.
No. Well, yes it is. It's tied off to the post.
Oh, it's
Despite what the map looks like.
it's strung across the lake.
No, it's tied to this post.
Yeah, but he's next
So
to
the
post
raft
here.
is tied to the post.
Across the lake.
Oh, the rope goes from this side all the way to this side.
No.
That's all I was asking.
That raft is tied to that post.
Okay.
What about this side?
There is a rope from that post across, and then a wound rope next to it.
Okay.
Okay.
I think that's why he was asking.
No.
Yeah, I was asking if it was
The
across.
situation is crystal clear at this very moment.
Why,
And it's bad for...
why would it be strung across the lake?
I don't know, but,
We don't
but
know.
four
It
of
would've
us
been
thought
nice.
of it.
It would have been nice.
I thought it was like a ferry situation.
Yeah, where
It
you just have a
is.
tight rope strung across and the guy
Yeah,
in
but
the
the
raft just
rope
kind
would
of...
be
You just
across,
row.
but it's on the other side.
Right.
For the true ferry situation, you'd be able to pull it to the
Yeah,
other side.
you would just have them the line taut all the time and you just pull while you're on the raft.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. You want to tell that to the kobolds?
Yeah, I would.
Well, the kobolds are being inefficient.
We'll have a strong.
I've also seen those ferries that carry like cars and stuff across like large bodies of water. There ain't no ropes attached to the other side.
There's also an
There's
engine
one.
underneath it, so you know.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they have that engine thing going for
Right.
them.
What was it
It's
for?
got a belt on it. What's the difference between a belt and a rope?
They call it ferries. They call them ferries.
So what do you do?
No.
Okay,
He
great.
does not.
Ragnar.
I'm going to jump in with him and help him.
Or
You may-
just reach.
I
for my
most certainly-
outstretched hand.
Yep, that's Ragnar.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
That's Ragnar. The one that looks like a wizard. Oh, you actually, but you jump in.
You dive in the water.
He just wants to get the lobster again.
Round 2.
No, but I know I can get out of it. I don't know if you can. You're a peasant. I'm going to assist him and
You are.
climbing the rope.
Okay. You may make a strength check to lift him out of the water.
Roll a 19 on the die.
22.
He's just like,
This is me being tired and helping too.
Roll me a climb check.
Swear to God. Okay.
Total of 10.
So you toss him out. You reach up and you grab hold of the rope. And you are able, if you'd like, to pull your legs up to completely lift yourself out of the
I
water.
do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Do I complete my trip?
No.
Oh, okay. On your turn.
What did you roll to get a 10, by the way?
A 10. I don't have negatives.
Wonderful.
I just have no positives.
No negatives here.
Ragnar, do you take any actions?
No.
Manzarek.
I'm just gonna chill.
Just tie rope across.
Okay. Damon.
I'm just holding my position.
Okay. Marcus.
I'm gonna complete the climb by going all the way over to where my friend is. 18.
Nice.
This is the only person I was worried about, other than the paladin. But I'm not gonna get onto the slippery surface yet. I'm just gonna keep on holding on to this rope.
Okay. You may do that.
Above the ground.
Not want to inform some money. So
You take any actions?
hey, I got safely to this side. I'll let you know if you're still above water.
You see the gray there. Hi.
Thanks for bringing attention to it.
I've got more than you. It's fine.
No, you do
I
not.
do. Absolutely.
I have it in my beard.
You do.
I pulled out a nose hair and it was gray. Gray nose hair.
But the alien?
It doesn't count
Does
if
a
it's in your
21
beard.
hit you?
Oh yeah. I'll do that. Yeah.
You take 2 points of damage. Does a 17 beat your combat maneuver defense?
It meets. Oh,
Ah,
you're in trouble.
you are grappled. I need a fort save.
Well. Oh, that's not a 1. Oh yeah, you're right. That's.
Keep in mind, this is all Derek's fault.
It's not exactly Derek's fault.
You're right. It's
Yeah, because you
Marcus.
Fair way.
It's not Marcus's fault either.
Why
Should let the
not?
peasant die.
Sure let the peasant
Why
die.
couldn't it be?
All I needed was somebody to out.
You take 1 point of strength damage.
No one had to jump in.
Does a 20 strike your AC?
Yes.
You take 2 points of damage.
Hold it.
Does a 25 beat your combat maneuver defense?
Yes. It grapples so hard.
You are double grappled. And I need a fort save.
Oh yeah.
16.
You're good. So as you grab Marcus, you see him throw you out of the water. As he does so, you see 2 shadows come up under him and latch onto him, and you see him kind of grimace in pain as they do so. Tone.
This is unbueno.
But I'm above water, yeah.
You're treading
still at the
water.
surface.
You've broken the surface, but you're in it.
You know what you need to do. That's all.
You know what you need to do.
You know what you need to
You need
do.
to jump in and help me. Only the right thing
It's our
to do.
chance to swim across while they're occupied.
Accurate.
4 more come up.
Honestly, I'm gonna try to get across.
Roll me that strength check. Or climb, excuse me.
Yeah, it's so much better. Okay. 10?
Nice.
He clambers.
He said,
You bump into my heels.
You take any actions?
My chain, which is attached to my hip, can have part of the length go, so it hits into the water.
Sure.
Well, this rope has been illustrated as being within arm's reach if you're treading water.
Yeah.
Right to reach.
We're about to go fishing again.
Any other actions?
I'm actioned out.
This is more.
Perry.
Oh. I collect the other rope.
You have a 50-foot length of rope.
Nice.
I look very much out of my element. Like, help me not slip when I get off of this thing.
And I tried to help the man-child.
The rope will negate the reflex save.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Dope. That's what I was concerned
I
about.
still assist the elderly.
I'm not old. I'm not old. I'm just not good at all this physical stuff.
You're older than him.
Yeah.
Okay.
You more than double its age.
Easily.
Almost triple if you will.
Well, in real world. Yeah. Character only.
Do you take any other actions, Perry?
Close. Aren't you in like 9?
I said real world. I'm like, what? No more actions.
Great, right?
My character's younger than me.
Question: am I able to try to grab the chain even while I'm grappled?
So
I don't know if it would allow, because
I would assume
T-Rex arms.
Yes, I'm going to say you are being pulled by these things, so you would need to make a competitive combat maneuver or escape artist to try to break. And you are being double grappled, so you are taking negatives.
So combat maneuver.
Yes.
To
Combat maneuver bonus against their defense. To
of
break.
an escape artist
Or escape artist.
or escape artist.
Yes, whichever's higher.
Combat maneuver. I'm going to attempt to get out of
The grapple.
the grapple with a combat maneuver.
Probably succeeding.
17.
Even with the negatives, will succeed. As you break from these creatures' grasp, jumping up and grabbing the rope. And I will say that you're able to pull yourself out of the water. Effectively, ending combat.
Let's
Can
say
I
pause in combat.
theatrically state I kicked at the water
You may.
just to make a splishy splash?
Oh, you do.
Splish splash.
I jump back in the bath.
I ain't done with you yet.
If anybody was going to survive being in the water with those things, it was either me or Damon, and he's less
as a
likely
weapon.
because of the
As a
armor.
weapon?
I'm trying to pull it up. My computer's doing a weird thing.
What was it?
People are doing weird things.
Thrash.
Yeah, I think Ripley's are. Just a period.
Racial.
So I complete
Racial.
my climb over to the other side since we're out of combat, and like very carefully dismount the rope and.
Me and Marcus do the whole continuing the clapping.
You may.
Well,
Hey, we're halfway there.
That was close.
Roll me a climb check.
Nine.
So I was gonna.
That means no in
I'm
German.
You roll
Still tired.
really low.
I also rolled low.
You fall back in, don't you?
He makes it. We're not. We're not doing that. You all find yourself across.
Thank you.
We're not doing.
I don't think we've ever done that before where we've irritated you so badly that you're just like,
No,
cool, you pass.
That happened last week with the hole in the bridge.
No,
Yeah.
he-
It did.
It didn't
It
technically
pretty
happen
much
like that.
We did not have to worry about half of us walking across.
Mm.
The hole in the bridge had 2 people on the
I
other
was
side.
more interested to see how Ragnar was going to get across.
I was
You know,
gonna,
Eli, you could have just put a bridge right there.
Silly me. Why didn't I think of
We still have a problem of either we give up on this whole other side of the far lake. or we
Irritated
go
the
down
game
the-
master counter
Section of
1.
the
I know.
path over
You
there.
go down
We're
the tunnel.
doing that.
Okay.
Because it probably will swing around at some point. Because this looks like an entrance exit as well. Ingress, ingress. Egress, ingress. You're an ingrate.
There's no
You're an in.
All right, who's spearheading this? Chuckle?
Me!
Can I be healed?
Oh,
Yeah, real quick.
That'd be great.
I would eventually not be.
Hitchcock!
Hitchcock.
Hitchcock!
Hitchcock.
Your wounds are green.
A whole 5 points of damage.
I'll take it.
Hot dog.
As a
Hot dog, hot diggity dog.
listen, it's like my connection to Desna. It's not.
No, you said 5 points of damage.
Go
Like,
through a
what?
tunnel.
Yeah,
Carry
Listen, if you actually go down, I can heal you a lot better.
Down, down.
Who's the stealthiest that can, besides Perry, who's the stealthiest that can go ahead and
Scout out the next.
scout out the next room?
I'm probably the quietest.
Besides Perry, who's the stealthiest
What's your problem with the kid?
with the child?
Yes.
I've
Dangerous.
held my
I
own
think
very
he
well.
has
Who
proven.
went across, tied the rope, and helped us get across?
And fell in the water.
We're going to distract him.
Who
Just
then
go
got
ahead
out
and
of the
go.
water?
So while they're discussing that, I go ahead.
I get in front of
while they're
Barry
arguing.
between him and be like, look, it's fine. What's the
Hey,
worst thing that happens? He
guys,
runs
guys.
off and he's not your problem anymore.
He's already gone.
good job.
I say it worked.
To stealth away from them.
He's just trying to look down the
And
hall without
into
us
the
noticing.
next hall.
I intentionally stepped between him and Dana so he couldn't see.
Wonderful.
I'm so vehemently opposed to having him along.
Understood.
As you begin to head down this tunnel, you see it forks into 3 separate directions. One of them north, which is exactly to your right. One of them straight ahead, which is to the west. And one to your left, which will go south.
Can I roll a dungeoneering to figure out which way we may lead back to where we've already been?
You may.
That would be a 24.
With a 24, you would determine that none of these directions double back to where you've been.
Oh, nice. All new exploring.
Do you detect a breeze, like an exit through any one of those 3?
The only problem with that is there's always a breeze. I didn't say that. Left.
All right. Roll me a perception check, and just for shiggles, go ahead and add a +1 to it.
Okay, Amos.
Get it.
Why am I adding +1?
He said
21.
Do you have sense trap?
Trap sense?
That's why.
Okay.
Yeah. Because it's half your rogue level, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Minimum of 1.
Mhm.
So yeah. As you head into this fork, you stop. And you tilt your head and you look down and you see that the stone is irregularly colored and also irregularly textured. As what lies before you is not stone, but a tart cleverly colored to look like the cave floor. The pit is about a 10 by 10 area
Nice.
that has been completely covered and anchored down with the natural stone of the area. You do know that if anything of any real weight steps onto this, it will drop.
So I'm a little bit ahead of them.
Correct.
I would like to trigger or disable. I want to trigger the trap without me. I take the old boot,
Okay.
chuck it on there.
Find a place to hide. And
Not
scream.
real weight. I was going to like a small creature or bigger.
Can I use disable device to trigger the device? Trigger it?
You may.
Disable device picks up wrap.
23.
You pick up one of the larger stones and you're just kind of like, "Ugh." And with a little effort, you it hits, landing on the tarp. The tarp then is pulled from either direction as it drops down into this pit.
That's what a DC 5 disabled device looks like.
It's only then, once the pit is uncovered, that you smell it. This decaying odor of a cross between rotting like plant material, not even flesh, but rotting plant material and mildew or mold. As the tarp drops down, you see this kind of off grayish green material kind of start to creep up the wall, and then it extends out like dozens of tiny fingers as this veiny-like substance reaches out and begins to engulf and deteriorate the tarp. Slowly, but surely.
And then hide behind a corner.
Did it make a sound when we did that?
I would say a perception check would identify what that was.
23.
With a 22, with a 22, I'll say you hear the tarp being dropped down into there.
My intent is to hide from them, make them think that I fell into the trap.
Okay.
I want to invoke
I
emotion.
definitely feel like something might have happened,
I only rolled a 9%.
and I run that way.
The moment I see him run, I'll
So with your
Glowing hammer.
hammer of light, you begin to move through the tunnel and you stop at this pit in the floor. Perry is nowhere to be seen, but you do see that mold slowly making its way over the tarp, and you see the tarp begin to deteriorate.
Oh god. Perry, are you down there?
So I come up after, rolled a 28 perception. Do I see that he's hiding?
I had a 31 still.
Oh, crap.
No.
Well, no, that was the first stealth roll, though.
First stealth roll.
That was going in.
Did
to
you not
get away from us. This is like
Did you not roll the 31 just then?
he rolled it to get away from us
Get
originally.
rid of the original. So 33.
Neat.
I will say with that perception though, you don't see him down there. That's not
Although the tarp is wrapped in a small object.
it is that thing.
A stone in the boot.
That's his boot. He only had one of them.
Then where is he at? I rolled
a great
6 on
question.
perception, so I have no idea where everybody ran off to.
Also, there's no way around this trap, is there?
There is, yeah. There's plenty
Oh,
of
you
room
just
to walk
walk
around it. It's just dead center.
Gotcha.
Well, that is most unfortunate. And I just start.
Right on.
So that's not obviously not the kid, but I don't know where he's at.
How is it so obvious to you?
Yeah, what are we looking at?
No.
Oh, goodness, you startled me.
Hang on, rope or startle to jump into pit.
I push you. Oh,
Oh, Perry, you started.
cast and tangle.
You like look at him for like a solid 3 seconds, and you're like, Perry, you startled me.
What in the world is that?
Roll me a knowledge engineer.
Nobody has knowledge of engineering. Or engineering, if you will.
17.
With a 17, you'd be able to identify this as slime mold.
Identify.
Slime molds are revolting oozes that wallow and rot and decay. A perfect example of symbiosis, each slime mold is covered in a thick garden of fungi, mildew, and toadstools, which help it blend into its surroundings. As ambush hunters, they can lie silently and wait for days at a time, surging into a frenzied movement as soon as prey comes within reach. You said 17? You may ask 2 questions about slime mold.
Neat.
I'm sorry, you may ask 1 question about slime mold.
Oh, that's just slime mold.
What kind of upbringing did you have that you just know the denizens of the dark?
They're interesting.
Okay, look, the
I
kid's
mean-
got some brains on him. It doesn't matter. He knows what it
He
is.
lives somewhere that's apparently got a pretty lengthy monster man.
Well, his dad can cast magic.
What does that
Obviously,
have to do with knowing I
Yeah.
make people large? I don't know what that is.
that means that he is smart. He has
He's
to
9.
study.
He hasn't seen any of these creatures.
I look at you, knowing what you've shown me.
Says the peasants.
When did that happen, sir?
I don't know.
Okay,
It's not a big deal.
because don't you have like fancier clothes on?
I have pretty fancy clothes, yeah.
He was clearly raised by a rich person who taught him a lot of things and told him to teach a lot of things. He also has a wizard's brood and a ferret.
A ferret is now a status symbol.
It is.
A familiar?
And I
think you're a
will
little
thank you to
biased.
recognize that.
You're gonna get beat up.
He's not in possession of
I like to think Robbie has like a purple ribbon with like a little gold medallion.
Obviously,
This is head.
Speaking of weird creatures, where's the caterpillar?
Well, he's already identified what it was.
No, where?
Where?
Oh, where?
I still have it in my pack.
it's just in his bag.
I am
Sarah.
Does it glow?
Not that I've ever seen.
Can we continue on?
Yeah, so we go around the
The pit?
pit.
The pit.
Watch for a pendulum.
Do that again.
Do what again?
Make us think you fell in.
You should drop a pendulum
Oh,
on it just for fun.
How deep is the hole, by the way?
10 feet.
Oh, so we could have climbed out. We didn't melt.
If you didn't melt.
So which way are we going? From these
Straight ahead.
the middle path?
Well, this is down one of the paths, right?
This is the left path.
Yeah, let's continue going.
Left and straight ahead are 2 different directions.
Where the pit is.
It's in the center of the fork of the 3 directions.
Oh,
Yes. Yeah.
I didn't realize. I thought it was on the left. To left, I say.
You had left?
It's always left.
Left is right.
That's just right and right is wrong.
I want a real quick survival check to see if I can find tracks.
I will also roll that.
Seeing if there's one area that is more heavily
Traveled.
traveled.
Perfect.
It's going to be a 21.
21.
I guess my
Where's
bonus
that
is.
from? Why do we say that?
It's
Some
some
meme.
stupid video about
It's a meme.
someone asked someone else a math question and all the you answers rapidly, but it says 21 and it's wrong.
I get it from a meme that's this little bitty kid. He goes, 21.
Okay.
That's also
We've said
another
it for
one.
years. I just have no idea where it came from.
Sorry, I'm looking up stuff.
It's okay,
Not
dude.
allowed.
Is it how we're going to die?
Oh yeah.
It's a
He
good
already
day
knows.
to die.
At least assume it's in the distant future.
No.
No. Yeah, your death is sprinting
Yeah.
to you.
In the not too distant future.
Well, it was swimming to us at one point.
And then you swim towards it.
It's crazy. Yeah, life works in mysterious ways, man. I went fishing tonight.
Twice.
Still didn't get anything.
No, you pulled a lobster out to the bottom of the lake.
I thought about throwing the fishing net in and trying to catch the net, but like, there's a
I
lot.
saw
going
you looking up the.
There's a lot of stuff going on. I was like, it's not worth it right now.
We're ready
I'm
to
not
push
gonna
Eli's,
lie.
Eli's patience
We
as
would
far
have
as
got it
we
out.
can
and
go.
like, we go back to the goblin.
Had we actually like, if you had allowed us to continue doing that bullcrap that we were doing, I was gonna do it. Like, I just,
Sooner or later, we're
not doing anything else.
them out, bludgeon them on the shoreline, and then swim across.
I would have knocked it out and then took it to the goblin.
You dropped
What?
his dice.
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
As you begin heading down this tunnel, you see that it goes south for a ways before slowly turning to the west. As you turn to the west, the crystals in this area begin to turn a dark red in color. The light that dances off of the reflection of any torch or light sources that you may have fills this area with an eerie red glow. You smell, coming from the other end of this hallway, the smell of decay. You hear the rustling of moving creatures into this next area. And as you turn, you see that it opens up into a wide cavern. This cavern extending out roughly 65 by 60 feet. So, and the ceiling of the cavern raising up to 30 feet above you. As you walk into this area, you see that there is a large pit in the center of the room that drops down. On the far side of this cavern, there is a throne carved out of stone and decored in bones. Bones ranging mostly from creatures like animals, but with some humanoid skeletons decorating in it as well, primarily as a kind of centerpiece to the entire thing on the head of the throne. You see, standing at the head of the throne, is a kobold. This kobold is dark red in color. She has leather armor she has half plate armor that protects her chest and extends down to her knees. She has spikes on her head that range from about the center of her brow, and rolls back into almost a mohawk before Ving at the crown of her head and completely covering the back. She has a mouthful of wicked fangs, more so than any of the other kobolds that you have seen. There are two other kobolds that flank her throne, and two other kobolds that are on your side of the pit, as if they were ready to greet you. The two on the front of the pit on your side are brandishing spears and ready for you as you step out into this area. The two on either side of the throne begin to chant in tone as they see you. She has a spear that looks immaculate. This spear is no kind of kobold contraption, whittled from wood found drifting through some kind of watery tunnel, or a head made out of stone or bone. This is a metallic spear from the end of the shaft to the tip of the blade. This spear looks to be worth lots and lots of money. As she holds this spear looking at all of you as you step into the room, she addresses you with a rasped voice as she says, "And may I ask whom I am addressing?" She says as you step into this room.
No one we've seen so far in this cave resembles the blue kobold of the night that Caravan got to.
Correct. She says, "I was made aware of the moment you stepped into my cave. And I've been waiting for you ever since. A trap that you triggered simply by crossing the threshold."
Neat. Isaac Tone, by the way.
"I believe," she says as she holds the spear in both hands, "what I was actually asking is, who are you in relation to intruding into my cave?"
Oh, long story short, the farm is tired of your bullcrap. We're here for a child, a baby, the baby. I don't know.
It was Bob's toy.
Oh, yeah, your friendly giant at the front of the cave.
"I know nothing of a baby, nor do I know anything of a Bob. But if you're referring to the giant," she says, she reaches down to like her belt just behind her back as she produces a small teddy bear. Buttons for eyes, but one has long since been gone, leaving just 3 loose thread hanging from it. The teddy bear is moist from the dank cave that it has been traveling in for this time, but in otherwise good shape. She says, "This, you mean?
Yeah.
You came through my tunnel, killing my soldiers, passing my traps, all for this."
To release a giant from servitude.
Yes. We'll kill more if we have to, but I'd rather not.
Respect.
I've done more for less.
Give us the bear, and we will leave
Why are
without
you
violence.
threatening her? Why?
She lashes it back to her belt. She tilts her head. She says, "Now that sounds like a threat. And my home," she says, "and that I simply will not tolerate." And I will need the group to roll for initiative next time. Thank you very much for joining us, adventurers. Remember that this has been a good day to die. See ya.
Yes, threaten the person we're talking to.